Oh my gosh, Shiz.
There she goes again. Oh man, shoot the messenger if you need. Justify the criminal's greed. Blame the documents if you want. Throw out a misogynistic taunt, but there she goes again. Pissing off them men. There she goes once more. Facts will settle the score. If the truth is painful, maybe be less pitiful. Don't commit crimes and lie online. There she goes again. Documents in hand, breaking their delusion. Sorry for the confusion, but shit happens. Shit happens. Shit happens.
What's up, guys? Daytime shiz. I know that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a bit disorienting, but it's going to be okay. So I was watching Josh's stream earlier, and he was watching something me and Demon had watched last night, but he went a little farther than we did in it. And then I realized that his statements like this about Shuggy helping Welsh News Network grift and supporting stolen valor, and this as well, became really hypocritical, right?
Completely.
Oh no, I sent you the playlist and I didn't send it to myself on the computer. Hold on.
Your first day again.
Yeah, it's my first week. I'm still in training. Where's your message so I can steal the link from it? There it is. Nope, this one. Okay. It was this live. Nope. You. Okay. Whew. All right. That was a process. I'm so good at this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If only I was a producer like Mandy. Okay. There we go. And I believe it was around the 1 hour mark, I was told. There's Wrangler. Okay.
Nice. Hang on 1 second. According to Isa, is sharing our stream. Thank you, love. I really appreciate that. You are fucking awesome. I should jump over to your stream and we'll get a double stream, a restream of a restreaming. We'll get that mirror effect and then we'll just blow everybody's ears out.
Cringe.
That worked for me. I mean, we're still kind of riding that troll wave after what we did, the freaking broken scrotum, broken tooth.
So creative.
What's that dude's first name? That's Broken Sega.
Yeah.
All right, we watched this
Josh.
part. I want to get to the part where he pushes his
Basically,
fundraiser.
and that they can't go to but
Can you up the volume just a little bit?
they don't.
Yes, I think.
Right.
Yes.
It's a prerequisite. But yeah, so
Here
he
you
says
can
he
hear
got to go to
Kaiser's dentures
the
whistling.
Wrangler school in his first summer of ROTC, and then the next summer he got to go to the Q course. And the Q course is about I want to say it's 5 months. It's 20, maybe 24 weeks. I'd have to go back and look, but yeah, the Q course is the training selection for U.S. Army Special Forces teams. So he's saying that even though he didn't get, he was trying to say that even though he never went to basic or advanced individual training or even jump school, that he was an airborne ranger and an SF trooper.
Isn't that what you did, Kaiser? Dum dum dum.
Yeah,
Wouldn't happen.
He said yes.
Never happened like that. Oh yeah, how I got here was through watching the WIT videos, and then these idiots we call frauditors came into my crosshairs.
For me, I was watching the duet videos. Then I used to watch Law Talk with Mike all the time. I fucking love that channel, man. He's funny as fuck.
Oh, I've been on stream with Mike. He's super
he really
cool.
sifts through videos to find some good fucking shit. But while I was watching him, he had what's his name, Kim Blandino, And he did some one-on-one interviews,
Hi, Silver.
like 2 or
I
3
heard
with Blandino. And
I
3
heard
with Blandino. And
I heard our spheres are overlapping. I'm sorry about that.
sense of humor, and he knew how to present himself. The problem with Blandino was once
Yeah,
he
no,
stepped over that
that's
line,
their
he
audio.
couldn't get him. He couldn't recover. And he just fucked himself. And if you're gonna mock people and give somebody a hard time, don't do it to a fucking judge. Do it to somebody besides a fucking judge. So it was
His
with
mic is crackly.
Blandino, and then I saw DeCastro, and I'm like, oh, I think I know enough about the internet fucking credential con to fucking carve this guy up a little bit. Plus, I have a financial background. I brokered on Wall Street, so I've literally in my lifetime seen 10 to 15,000 Chili DeCastros. The Chili DeCastro is a unique phenomenon in YouTube, in the real.
Okay, it really just is my my share of this is very crackly. I don't understand why. Because I just checked it on my phone and it is super crackly. And that's
Okay.
not how it's sounding on here. Do you want to try to pop it up? We're gonna go to like what, an hour 20?
Hour 20, I think it is.
Yeah.
And I think it's the last one in the list, right?
The DeCastro one, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's go over here.
I did send it to Scotto. I know when I've been defeated.
Oh, hold on, let me get this right.
Like an hour 20.
Would be wise to not
Maybe a little before that. It's shortly before Wrangler leaves.
the human fist.
Oh,
The bigger your
then he
body
leaves
is,
here.
the harder
So let
your
me
heart.
go back
No,
here.
it was probably the guy went to sleep and Chili stole it when he left in the van.
It wouldn't surprise me. He stole Tina Fey's fucking coat.
Dude, he's talking to a man that stole guns about Chili allegedly stealing a gun.
He was leaving Tina Fey. Tina's in the chat room. She might not be here still, but Tina's told the story a couple times when they finally pushed him out the door at Tina's house when he was packing his stuff up. He stole Tina's coat, which was a gift given to her by her mother.
Oh wow! Well,
Yeah,
pardon my my memory lapse there. I when you said Tina Fey, I just I always go to Saturday Night Live. Tina Fey.
It's Tina Slay. Did I say Tina Fey? I had that problem in the beginning with her. I would always say Tina Fey.
So you said that, I'm like, dude, there's no way Tina Fey would get
right.
short arm distance of that clown.
Right.
But hey, he might get to continue his celebrity status. He keeps shopping at the Baby Gap. He's liable to run into Tom Cruise.
That's true too. Tom is a very fucking tidy boy. I had an internet firm after I brokered.
Bobby's a very tiny boy.
99 we started it up, and two of my college roommates were partners in the internet firm, and one of my college roommates, his older brother, was an assistant to a producer. So this producer
Cool
was
story,
associated
bruh.
with Tom Cruise on a couple films. We went out to San Jose for a real estate conference called Real Connect for our internet company, and we hooked up with my buddy's brother and a bunch of other people, and we actually met. We shook hands with Tom Cruise. He is a fucking tiny guy. I'm 5'8". I felt big standing
Press
next
X'd
to
it
him.
out. Yeah, internet firm.
that's
That's another
awesome.
job that he's talked about. That his timeline just doesn't timeline at all, ever.
Are you over there organizing fruit snacks?
Don't judge me.
Yeah, I felt big. He was not much to be
I
around.
always thought every one of those photo shoots they did on him that he always had a booster seat in his F-14.
Right. Dude, if you saw him in real life standing next to Nicole Kidman, you would think that Tom Cruise was one of Nicole Kidman's teenage kids. That's how fucking small he is. Like 14, 15-year-olds.
Say that, but I don't
Cool
need the
story,
Church
Bob.
of Scientology coming after me.
the
Fuck
world's
the
most
Church of
worldly valet.
Scientology in every hole possible. You fucking scamming. There, do you want to talk about a corporate
Grifting?
institution under
yeah.
the guise of religion that's grifting like the devil taught him how to grift? Those fucking people.
That's a grift that Chili could only strive to be. You know, that's on. He'd have to have some super ambition to grift at that fucking level. But hey, I want to thank you very much for letting me come up and announce that. I really love your work. I'll be sending a lot more people over to you. And if you get a chance to swing in tonight, I'd appreciate it. And everybody else, it'll be 8:15 Central, and it's for Black Heart Night. And you
Oh,
know, hey,
is he, is he pushing a grift fundraiser? Supporting
Black-
Stolen Valor and pushing a grift fundraiser. Interesting.
auditors can come together for each other to bail each other out of jail, then we can do the same damn thing.
To put him in jail. Yeah, or to help out.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
minus the jail part.
Right.
But I do really appreciate it, Cody. I love your work, buddy.
Thank you,
And
bro. I appreciate that.
Get in here, and I got a princess that is a 4-year-old princess looking at me with evil eyes.
Oh, that's a bad
Daughter
thing.
too.
Do me
Oh shit.
I'll see y'all later. And
do me a
again,
do me a favor before you go. Sorry, I'm trying to get this in.
no problem.
Drop if you have a link, drop the link in the chat. I'll copy paste it so it's hot. But
Okay.
drop the link for the show. If you have this show already done and
Yeah,
set up to
I'll
go,
do it and give
Yeah,
me a couple and type it in
yeah,
there.
whenever, drop the link in the
Thank you,
chat.
buddy.
Bro,
Thank you.
thank you for coming around. Thanks for help
Did he-
with
Did
producing
he
the
support Stolen Valor and push a grift in the same fucking sentence?
True.
Maybe Bobbert should stop obsessing about Shuggy for the same thing. It's just a little hypocritical, in my opinion. Weird. Very
little
weird.
content with me. Good luck tonight. And
I can make fun of stupid people all day long.
yeah, me, I can't do. Let's all
Yeah.
pull together. If you want to go
You
over
are
and show
stupid
up
people.
for it, the link will be in the chat in a couple minutes. If I get it, email it to me too. It's codedfriend.oo letter O.
Ooh, I am gonna spank you, Lupe.
Both of us are going to do it. Yes.
One cheek each.
Mm-hmm.
Reddest cheek wins.
codedfriend.oo #1 @gmail.com. If you don't get it back in the chat, email it to me and I will put the link for Fraud at Wrangler's broadcast tonight to help out a member of the community. I will put it in the description box of this video.
Thank you very much, brother.
You're
Big
welcome.
oofs.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, my man. Good luck, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Go. Well, that was nice. That was very nice. I love when peeps come over and guest with me. Fraud at Wrangler is relatively new on the scene. I don't want to call him a new guy because, one, he doesn't come across as a new guy. I think he does some stuff with
What does
Fraud
that
at
mean?
Reaper. He met, or Isa, do you two do anything together? Fraud at Wrangler and Isa? I think I may have seen him on your
Yeah, his
broadcast once,
fictitious
maybe
daughter. He had to go.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
But yeah, check out Fraud at Wrangler. I'm sure all you guys know who he is and you've seen him before. He is relatively new on the scene. He came in strong. He's doing pretty well. People seem to like him. So head over tonight if you got a
So
couple
I
bucks to spare.
latched
Help out
onto
a
him
member of
and
the community.
platformed him. Mer.
Mhm.
Dumb.
Who, you know, had an unfortunate and unforeseen tragedy take place. You know, it's one thing when you know something bad is on the horizon and you can kind of prepare yourself, if not monetarily, at least emotionally, for the initial impact of it. When it comes out of the fucking blue like that, man, it can really knock you the fuck back. So let's all say a prayer. And if you got a little extra dough, show up and break bread. throw a little Brad our
Whoa,
boys live so
Bob.
we can.
I don't remember Shuggy going on his channel and telling people to go donate to Welsh News Network. Weird.
Ease his burden. Scrubzilla showed up in the messages. I don't know if this was. I don't know if this is on my page. I had commented on his video earlier today. It's probably his video, but I don't know why you subscribed to me if you're going to come around and then make a threat. Scrubzilla replied, "You would be." Oh, hold on.
What was the timestamp for that? Hold on. I have to find a timestamp for you. I heard it was interesting. Damn it. Can't get to my messages fast enough. Okay.
Same video.
I believe so. Okay. What time was that, though? Hold on. It's just a regular clip, so I need to. $56. Oh no, 54. 54 minutes.
I'll do 30 seconds back.
Okay.
Those would be the people I was talking about, bro. Not everyone in general. That is the specific niche.
Well, as most people are aware, I have a definition for the word frauditor.
Go ahead, give it.
Assaults it without the courage, balls, or conviction to take the police encounter all the way to Mr. Sparky and a phone call to Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
You're so fucking good at this.
And I also have a translation for I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
Oh, please tell me that one.
I'm an unemployed dropout with a felony record and a meth habit.
Bingo, man. Did you come up?
Unironically, he just said that. Whoa. Continue. I heard Coded gave Oleg a little shout out in this live stream.
Oh,
The world's colliding.
Up with those on your own, or did you get some help?
Yeah, that was an autobiographical
Nice.
insult.
I like those.
Because I don't, I don't put up the dumb shit, and I could care less about petty copyright shit. And legally, it's not copyrighted, but it's mine, damn it, or trademark.
I think when
I wanted to come up and make an announcement, and I've kind of got the call it the Baba Yaga Army out spreading the word right now. But we are going to have a fundraiser tonight at 8:15 on my channel. 8:15.
Okay.
Blackheart Knight's house burned down yesterday, and I feel really, really bad because in that damn 6-hour troll fest hell last night, he couldn't get into his normal Google accounts.
Oh God.
So he had to go in with new email, new YouTube handles, and I'll be honest with you, he was trying to tell me.
Shout out the
And
furry.
I really
Do it.
thought it was just another troll trying to, beat us at our game. And
Right.
I felt like total shit when I found out. And
Oh, is it like in
Blackheart's
the
a good
side
dude.
chat?
I know he's made everybody in this chat right now laugh at least.
Can you send the
once.
regular video
I've
to
seen a few.
Scotto if it's in the side chat? Because Oleg has me blocked. I won't be able to see it if I bring it up.
Of his videos. I do like his stuff too. I would definitely recommend people go over,
Yeah, so
check
that
him
was
out.
It was that we are going to have a fundraiser for him tonight, and I will.
I believe the answer to the Baba Yaga thing, I think it's in reference to John Wick, but I haven't seen any of those movies to know, but I think that's the reference.
I thought it was like the Moors. I thought it was something
The
to do with
Moors is
last
the
names that
Elbay
they pick.
thing.
Oh, okay. It's dumb either fucking way.
Agreed.
His personal, I call it accounts, so that people can just donate directly to him.
Oh, I wonder.
Right.
'Cause I'm not.
This one,
All right, hold on. I'm gonna get
that-
you the regular link.
Okay.
That's the backup link. This is the regular link. No, I want a copy link. Okay, thank you. You're just gonna have to click out a clip.
Oh, and then get the full video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there, and where did we finish here? 55:48. So let me go to this one. 4. There we
Your
go.
voice got real deep for that.
I did.
Yeah. 54.
I scared myself. Oh my god.
I kind of got call it the Baba Yaga Army out spreading the word right now, but we are going to have a fundraiser tonight at 8:15 on my channel. 8:15.
Is Oleg in there?
Blackheart Knight's house burned down yesterday, and I feel really, really bad because in that damn 6-hour troll fest hell last night, he couldn't get into
My
his
device is plugged
normal
in. I don't need
Google
battery
accounts.
saver, motherfucker.
Oh, God.
So he had to go in with new email, new YouTube handles, and I'll be honest with you, he was trying to tell me, and I really thought it was just another troll trying to, beat us at our game, and
Right.
I felt like total shit when I found out. And Blackheart's a good dude. I know he's made everybody in this chat right now laugh at least once.
I've seen a few of his videos. I do like his stuff too. I would definitely recommend.
Then why did
people
you
go
support a
over.
grift
He is.
in his name? That's weird, Bobby. I don't see Oleg in there.
I do not either. Maybe roll back just a little bit. In case it was earlier.
Well,
It
no,
was around
it would be forward because this was
Okay.
50, I think 8 or something like that. 58 minutes.
Okay, I'm at 55 and
Or
a half.
56 minutes. I don't know. If I open the clip
So,
again, it's gonna
check
play it
him
again.
out.
Say was that we are going to have a fundraiser for him tonight, and I will have his
Hi, Tony.
personal
Hi,
call it
Tony.
accounts so that people can just donate directly to him.
As far as I know, he didn't
Right.
give Black Knight the money. As far as I know, that from when Frauditor Troll, I think, went over it and called Kaiser out on it. I'm pretty sure that he hadn't gotten paid, but Kaiser said he would pay him.
I remember, so Blackheart Knight came up to that and shared his screen and rejected the Cash App payment and sent it back to Kaiser and said, I don't want it anymore. So the last I remember is the ball was in Kaiser's court to be funded.
So Kaiser just kept it. Cool.
Yeah.
Great guy. Good guy to support on your stream and platform and push money to him. Great job, Bob.
Look, I'm not Jeremetha. You all know that, or y'all.
Right.
I don't do this.
It's shitty.
I've never asked for a dime for myself, and I never will.
Yeah, I'm not doing that stuff either. In fact, I'm at the point where if I considered monetizing, it won't be until 2,000 subscribers.
Oh, shut up, Bobby. He can't because he had his stream nuked for his homophobic nonsense. So that's crazy. I'm trying to pull up. People had posted clips of some of the most vile things Coded has said and done. And I'm oh, there it is. Okay. Just start at the beginning. What is this one?
Get the fucking phone number? Not for me, dude. For the people who did the fucking work at Lemon Squeeze.
Who did the work? No one
None
did
of it
work.
was done by you, you little fucking rumor, fucking gossip mongering, fucking douche, fucking pud puller. Oh, I was diddled when I was a young boy, and I can't figure out if I liked it or not. Go fuck yourself. You liked it.
Holy shit.
At carte blanche, I
Be a
spend
worse
time
human.
with him,
You
and he
fucking
never
can't.
drinks.
Hello.
You can't. Hi, Tony. I'm just trying to go through some of Coded's worst shit.
Yeah, well, the basic problem here is that Coded is evil. So he is unrepentant about the evil shit that he does because being evil is the point. as far as he's concerned. He is just on the internet to be as broadly hurtful to as many people as he possibly can. And he, whenever he sees somebody acting in a manner that he disapproves of in any way, he will be worse than they are. So his objective, his stated objective, is find behavior that he thinks is evil and then be more evil than that. And that is in response to evil in his mind. He puts together these weak, tortuous justifications for why what he's seeing is evil, and then he's allowed to be, 2 or 3 times worse than that, because these people deserve it, because these people,
Well, but like what I was trying to show earlier with that clip of him supporting Wrangler and supporting that fundraiser that now we all know Wrangler kept the money from, is he determined that Shuggy warranted a year of nonstop harassment and annoyance around the internet for doing the same thing he did.
Yeah. So, I mean, there are plenty of people who have been roped in this way into false fundraisers. One of the things that Coded says that I very much agree with is that people should set up the receipts very carefully if they're going to run a fundraiser. But the fact is that this is not an idea that Coded came up with on his own. He has experience and involvement in incidents like this, and he's not holding himself to the same standard. So Shuggy was involved historically in an event like this, so Shuggy must be persecuted. He was involved in an incident like this. He's blameless. It's somebody else's fault, because that's how reality works as far as he's concerned. He's completely blameless. Everybody else must be persecuted for their alleged misdeeds in perpetuity.
I just sent him a link. He's welcome to try to come up and talk about why it's okay to be a hypocrite.
Well, this is the point. He's never going to take accountability for the way he behaves. He's never going to give satisfactory restitution for the way he behaves. He's never going to apologize for the way he behaves. So trying to get him to admit fault or take responsibility for the things that he's done, I feel like that's a completely wasted effort. It's never going to happen. He thrives on the harm that he inflicts on others. It's what makes him feel significant and worthwhile.
Well, I am curious how he's going to respond, because Stoned Vet Josh was reviewing the same live stream that I was just showing and made some comments about Coded's behavior. And it seems to me and most people that Coded has always sought some sort of validation from Josh. So I'm curious to see how he's going to respond to someone that he looks up to, I guess, taking a hard line on this behavior.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know who the vet is or what his relationship to this guy is. But
so we found Robert's real name, Coded, because he used to comment Stone Vet's streams like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and beg him to email him.
Right.
So he has constantly sought attention and validation from Josh throughout the course of his foray onto the internet here.
Yeah, well, it will be interesting to see how he takes that, but he'll have some justification. Normally his justification is, somebody else did something, blah blah blah. Therefore, I'm justified in doing what I've done. He's just a perpetual motion machine whose role is to just generate self-righteous nonsense.
Oh no, I don't know what button I just hit on my computer, but now this is full screen. Okay. I wish I knew how to do that purposely, but that's okay. What's this clip? A threat? All right, hold on. Pause. No, pause. Pause. Dang it. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's my third or fourth day. I don't remember.
Shuggy Sims. I have more than once looked up flights to go over there. So if you continue the shit about my son and my wife on behalf of your limp noodled simp, he doesn't even want to be your fucking guy. I don't look for all you Shuggy Sims.
I thought he said on Demon's stream that he hasn't threatened Shuggy. He just started that off with that more than once he's threatened Shuggy. Oh, here's another one. I wish you would just let me share tab instead of having to like manually redo it. This is annoying. Oh no. I don't know what I just did. Okay, present. Share. This one? No. Damn it. Computer, stop being a D-bag. All right, this is the one we just watched, I think. No. Maybe this one. Okay. Share.
Cleaner says that carte blanche. Why is that ignoring me? See, if you keep that shit up, I'm gonna show up at Shuggy's house one day. I really am. I'm gonna wallop the fucking shit out.
So
of
if someone else continues their behavior,
on Shuggy's behalf, you should probably stop. You really should. Shuggy's concerned about.
Can you just stop there? Can you just stop there?
Mm.
Okay, this is classic abuser behavior, right? If he is provoked to violence, it is the fault of the people. It is the fault of somebody else. Somebody else has provoked him into this. He has no control.
Well, I confronted him in Skeptic's Discord voice, what was it, yesterday, about speaking about my son, and his justification was, well, Dearmid said, and I said, well, I'm not Dearmid, and his justification was, if someone adjacent to me says something, that means I can be punished for it. And he also said, you can't degrade dead people because they're already dead, which was kind of fucked up to say.
Well, yes, it's very much fucked up to say, but it again is just he's got these axioms that make it very easy for him to just target indiscriminately, to just be hurtful indiscriminately, and you can see the pathology underlying it. He's been hurt in his life. He just wants to hurt everybody else. If you remember back to Batman the Dark Knight, sorry. Some people just want to watch the world burn. This guy's one of them. He's got no love. He's got no compassion. All he has is hatred and a desire to harm.
Yeah, and I think the alarming part is he doesn't see it like that.
No, of course he doesn't. But
he thinks he's justified in everything that he's doing.
Yeah, well, in his, everybody is the hero of their own story. So, as far as he's concerned, he is righteous. He is Batman seeking justice for those who can't get it. Seriously, he thinks He thinks he's a vigilante out there doing the ugly stuff that nobody else will do in order to achieve justice. It's just nonsense.
It's a lot of misplaced self-importance, it seems.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to drop the link again. And I'm going to switch to my phone because my computer keeps beeping at me that my battery's dying. So I will be right back.
How are you, Scotto?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
Question, is that morning or evening sun? It kind of looks like morning sun.
It is morning shine. It's in fact very early in the morning here. In some senses, you're lucky I'm awake. I just couldn't sleep.
I am so not a morning person myself either.
Yeah. Trust me, I don't get up this early in the morning if I can avoid it. But for some reason, I'm up.
I do IT work, and sometimes it just necessitates that, you get early morning calls. And apparently, I'm told when someone finally does call me, it's usually some kind of flipping a coin or figuring out, okay, who wants to be the one to call Scott? Because he's not going to be happy about being called at 4 a.m. So
Yes.
who wants to break the news to him?
Okay, hello, lovelies. I apologize for how crappy my laptop is being. I wish Coded would come up. I mean, I extended the invitation.
The reality is that he's not. He's made it very clear that he's too much.
He'll only talk to me in places he can control.
Yes, he's made it. He is too big a coward to face you in anything. To face you in any forum other than one that is completely under his control. So and that is a bit lazy because
his fear is my sustenance.
Yes, we all know that that he is very easily manipulated by being called fearful. The assault to his self-perceived masculinity is almost overwhelming.
Bonjour.
What's up, Spud?
What's happening? Thank you.
Tony, I'm so sorry you have to sit next to this buffoon.
Oh, he loves it. What's happening, Tony?
Nothing much. Up much earlier than I was hoping to be. How are you?
Well, I'm good. What time is it there?
It's 6:40 in the morning.
In the morning?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. What are you doing up at this hour of the morning? Did you go out and feed the chickens?
I just couldn't sleep. Just
Oh, fucking, I feel you there. So what's happening?
Well,
we were just talking about Coded's hypocrisy.
Well, fuck yeah.
More than that, I feel that Coded is unambiguously and unapologetically evil. Like, it's the only word. Well, it's not the only word.
Oh, there's plenty. I was just going to say, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, mendacious, malicious, malignant, misanthropic. They're all good
Contile.
Yes,
there's a new one for you.
He is reptilian in his.
Don't even dare laugh, PhD Tony. He's not going bald, but that's one hell of a part.
Tony's laughing because he knows it's true. Because Tony doesn't have a patchy beard. Your shit's patchy as fuck.
He's got a patchy fucking head. What are you talking about?
Look, I'm growing my bangs out.
Stop deflecting,
I suppose grass doesn't grow on a busy road, as they say.
That's kinky.
It is.
I'm not exactly sure what you're going for there, but I'm too pure.
I think we all just need to leave each other's fucking hair alone. How about that?
Okay, all right, we might do that.
You guys can have that agreement.
Otherwise.
I am not entering that agreement. Your beard's patchy as fuck. Fight me.
But the other thing that I would, he's just he is poisonous. Like, it's very people throw around the concept that people are toxic, and Coded is the embodiment of toxicity. He is just and sort of, he is a cunt, I've blocked him on Discord. Haven't blocked him on YouTube yet, but don't regularly encounter him. And he was still prattling away in the background because I can see the blocked messages, so there are still plenty of them. It seems like he feels that he's controlling me, or at least that's what I get from other people's responses.
Yeah.
No, you're the one being contained. You're the one being treated like a tumor, because that's very much what you are. I'll talk about him all day long.
I like saying it to his face, but he gets so scared of me.
He just fucking runs off like a bitch.
Which
I
is
am
very
terrifying.
much
Don't be scared of me, Tony. I would never be mad at you.
I will try.
Unless the fear excites you, then be a little afraid.
Yeah, be afraid in a giggity way. The good kind of afraid. He hasn't responded to me all day. I'm like, hey, dude. He's standing
I think
me up
he's
here.
probably
online.
licking his wounds because Josh made some comments about his behavior.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What did he
When
have to
Scotto
say?
comes back, we'll have him pull up Josh's live stream there. He went over that video we went over last night, and I mean, rightfully so, called out Coded's lie about the reaction data thing. Because the military dudes, like some of them, their job was to kind of do similar type shit, and they weren't asking valets to do it. Yeah. And then called out how I guess unhinged his behavior has become.
Yeah, it's gotten out of control for sure. Like, I mean, it's at the point now where it's like he doesn't know where to go. So it's a case of either he'll just back down and fuck off, or else he'll escalate.
Well, my guess is that he will escalate.
Well, that's where the documents come in. Slap him down a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, he's got no real ability to control his behavior. And if he has to stop his behavior, if he has to sort of rein it in, it would be a concession that the people who have been criticizing him were right the entire time.
Artie, I'm just going to say you also told me not to give Oleg attention, and then it turned into Oleg confessing some pretty alarming predilections there. And yes, you are still an NPC to me, as is whatever that lady was. You guys said a lot of disgusting things about me for saying that Oleg might be attracted to children, and then wouldn't you know it, he admitted to having a romantic relationship with a child on the internet. So thank you for your advice. I will never take it. You should not waste your time typing it out. Thank you.
I will say to Uncle Artie, I kind of agree with you in the sense that I don't think that he warrants attention. On the other hand, I've not been hurt by him, and I can't be hurt by him. But other people very much can and very much are being hurt by him. And I think that this is where Shiz is coming from, is that she's going to keep paying attention to what he does until he is no longer in a position to hurt people, which is a position that I very much understand. That being said, to be honest, you and I have never gotten on. Artie and I have very different political ideologies. Artie tends to yell at me when I explain the history of taxation in the United States. So
yeah, there's a noticeable intellectual gap there that's probably hard to overcome.
What kind of dog is that? That dog's beautiful.
This little one?
Yeah.
He is a Chihuahua kind of pug mix. Basically, he's a little fat Chihuahua with a curly tail.
He's so cute. I just gave my little one a bath. She just got fucking destroyed today running around alone.
But Tony, I agree with you. After today, I'm not going to bring him up. unless like if the records come back and they're really damning, or the same thing that I did with Mandy. I'll leave you alone as long as I don't see you continuing the behavior. If the behavior continues, I'm going to be a problem.
And that's exactly right. It's easy for me to say, look, I'm blocking him. I'm not going to watch his content. But if he does something malicious, I will very much talk about it and I will point it out. I will help point it out. But I'm not I'm not appointing myself to go find his behavior. I'm more a responder rather than an investigator. So that's how I see myself.
I just like trying to talk to him face to face so I can watch him rage out. It really does excite me.
Well, the thing that came to my mind when you talked to him on Demons the other day was just how dishonest he was. He spent the better part of an hour saying if Shiz comes up, I'm dropping. If Shiz comes up, I'm dropping. If Shiz comes up, I'm dropping. As soon as Shiz comes up, does he drop? No.
Because can we play that, Scotto? Can we just play that section of the live stream when Coded and I were on? Or like a couple minutes before when he was bitching about it?
Because he doesn't keep his word. His word means absolutely nothing to him. And he says, I changed my mind. No, you were only in it for the attention. People were giving you attention, so you stayed. It's not changing your mind. It's you're an addict for attention, and this is why you lash out in the way that you do, because negative attention validates you.
Oh, there's like a puppy fight in the chat. My birthday's coming up, guys. I take
adorable.
I take an any size and puppy if anyone wants to get me a birthday present. Demon, which stream was it that I was on with Coded? Was it the one Coded comes out? Someone send the link to Scotto, please.
I think so.
That's why I was thinking. Just you said, "Hey, can you pull up that stream with me and Coded?" I'm like, "Girl, which one?"
I should, dude. If you say my name enough, I show up like Beetlejuice. He should have stopped talking shit, and I wouldn't have shown up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Crazy Manuel, can I just ask you, what was that email about earlier? The one that you sent to Chili and tagged me in. That was an interesting one. Something about Chili suing me or something.
It is. I am surprised by how quiet things have been on the Chili front, to be brutally honest.
Oh, happy birthday tomorrow, Frank. I'm trying to find that live stream, but I'm on my phone and it's taking forever. Thanks for your help, Demon. Just get the dog instead of helping out. That's cool.
I didn't know you asked me to help. You just asked me which one it was. Want to do like mad hair stuff. She's so cute. She was chasing rabbits today that are like twice her fucking size. That's not going to end well for you. There's some fucking gangster ass rabbits around here, man.
Your friggin' hamster dog. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out which one it was. No, back. I think it was Coded comes out to play. I believe so. Hold on, Scott. I'm sending it to you. You're just gonna have to do like the scroll and check the screen image to see when I come up.
And I got the link, and it's like you wanted it a minute or two before you come up, I think it was.
Yeah, because he was saying he was going to leave if I came up, and then I came up and he didn't leave. It was cool.
Let's go about
here. Hey, Crazy Manuel, if you could stop emailing me, that would be excellent. Please stop CCing me on emails to others. That would be great. Thank you.
On my platform, period.
Well, let me ask Shiz, would you go over to his platform and watch it over there and fucking talk it out over there? When do you want to do it? Want to do it right now? What's that fapping noise? I don't know.
Not me.
Right? I'm not the only one that was hearing that, right?
It might be me. Might be me typing.
Who are you talking to?
Oh,
I'm
I'm
fucking.
I asked you a question like 3 times. Do you want to? Do you want to go over to your channel and do it now? Would that be better?
Why are you talking to me like that, bro?
Because evidently I'm speaking to a fucking child who can't answer a straight question.
Are you?
I just had to comment out. Evidently.
Do you?
Do I what? So do you want me to ask Shiz to go over to your channel and do it now?
I don't want you to do anything. I
Okay.
came here to talk to you, and you're doing everything but talk to me. You're now trying to
tried
get
to.
me to talk to someone else.
Dude,
You've been,
you
bro,
said
you've been
you
on
wanted
it for 20 fucking minutes.
Dude,
Cicero.
you said you wanted to talk to her elsewhere. I'm trying to facilitate that. So
Bro,
don't come
I
at
don't
me.
need you
Don't come
to
at me for
I-
reiterating what you fucking said. Muted. Super J Live for $5 says, I feel like this guy got his ass kicked a lot in school. I'd say this guy gets his ass kicked a lot generally, just from his attitude. But I might be wrong on that. Maybe he's an absolute fucking beast. You are showing some very Miss Mandy type behavior right now, though. I will just say that.
Which behaviors are Miss Mandy?
If she comes up, I'm going to leave. I want to
That's
talk
not-
to you, but I don't want to talk to you. Like, what is it?
You wanted to talk to me. I wanted to talk to you. I don't like the dynamic when other people get involved, even when people promise to keep their mouth shut, because it never works out that way. So if you want to talk to me, we'll talk. If Shiz wants to talk to me, I will reach out to Shiz and make arrangements on my platform. That's it. Why do we have to keep? But you can't have to keep rehashing it.
I'm rehashing it because you keep going fucking silent and then talking about random other shit. That's why.
That's an indication that I don't want to keep talking about this talk with.
Already, I'll reach out to Shiz. That's all you have to say. You didn't have to go on this big diatribe and then
Terrible freeze face.
Bro, you're
That's
a
on
dick.
you.
You're a dick. You just keep doing the same shit over and over again and trying to blame me. You're the one that keeps bringing up Shiz. So when you stop that, that will end. I'm not the one doing it. And why do you always have to mute me?
Because you won't shut the fuck up when somebody else is talking.
Right, because you keep talking about Shiz and I don't want to talk about Shiz. But you keep talking about Shiz so you can keep repeating that I'm afraid of her, or you can use it as an agitation device. That's what you're doing. You're not doing anything constructive. You're playing fucking games.
I'm asking a simple question is all I was doing, actually.
And the simple question has been because the simple question has been answered the same way several times. Right, and you keep harping on it.
Because if I ask a question and you answer with nonsense, I'm going to reiterate the question or ask it differently to see if you maybe understood it. That's literally all that is.
You've asked it so many times. And
you're afraid of Shiz. That's fine. We have a very special guest on the show, Mr. Bobby Scotty. Welcome to the panel. Bobby Scotty. Bobby Scotty.
Dear Mid, you're fucking muted.
Yeah. Oh, it's not Dear Mid, it's that scary ginger lady.
All right, so I'm gonna drop off now.
Rage quit.
I'm not rage quitting. I'm not even in rage.
Oh.
I told you if you brought Shiz up, I was gonna go. You chose to bring her up, so I'm gonna.
I didn't bring Shiz up. I brought Bobby Scotty up.
No. I just want to understand why you think there's going to be peace here when I told you for weeks your behavior was way over the line, and I warned you I was going to fucking figure out who you were.
Okay. So you threatened me.
What
you threatened me. Wait, you threatened me.
How many people did you physically threaten, Bobby? How many people did you physically threaten?
No one.
Excuse me, that's a lie.
No one.
You threatened Shuggy. I played that tape.
One time. It was on a Discord call.
If
you're not going to let me talk, Shiz, if you're just going to interrupt, I'm going to go.
Bobby Scotty, I'm not going to let you lie.
See, this is the fucking games you play. Demon, I'm going to drop because this is what I'm not interested in.
Well, if you guys want to have a proper conversation, I'll back down. If you guys want me to, if I catch one of you talk over the other, I'll mute that person.
You only muted me. You let him talk over me, though, jerk.
Yeah, because I wanted to hear him make a fucking fool of himself. Not you, because you do that anyway.
Eloquently. You're lying. I'm not going to sit here and let you lie. I'm sorry. This isn't a safe space for that.
What did I lie about, you?
You only threatened Shuggy one time?
It was on a Discord call. I said I would
You
choke.
only you said you only
said
threatened
I-
him one time.
Are you going to let me finish? I said I would
That's not
choke.
accurate.
Are you going to let me finish? I said I would.
I'm
choke
not
the-
asking what you said. I'm
Are you
asking how
going
many
to
times
let
you
me
made the threat.
finish or just
What is in
continue to
dispute
interrupt
here?
me?
All right, Carrot, you're muted. Leave him say what he's got to say. Now, behave yourselves, please. Daddy's going.
I said I would choke the shit out of Shuggy. Someone said that's a threat. I said that's not a threat. This is a threat. I'll choke the life out of him. Then someone said, "Oh, if you say that a third time, like it's Beetlejuice or something,
It was
then
me.
it's definitely a threat." So I said it a third time. Who fucking cares? Shuggy
But again-
Shuggy's an ocean away, and he got really fucking scared. My point
what
all
was in
along has
dispute
been
here was
Shuggy's a
not what
pussy,
you said,
and
it
that's
was
a
how
pussy
many
move.
times. How many times was in dispute, not what you said. I'm glad you tried to bring us into your fucking Delulu circle jerk, but how many times did you threaten Shuggy? You just negated your own statement that you only threatened him once by saying you said it 3 times.
Shiz.
You just negated your own lie.
Shiz. I said it one time, 3 intervals in the one time.
So there's no other
I
Discord calls of you
clearly
threatening him?
explained that. Not that I'm aware
You've
of.
never
Maybe
threatened
I
him on
did.
a live stream.
No, I don't think so.
Worth note, I
You-
played 2
do you
clips
have any-
earlier in this live stream of him threatening Shuggy on a live stream.
It's also worth pointing out 3 intervals doesn't make any sense. Intervals are periods of time. I think what he meant to say was 3 instances. But he's playing, and this is his typical go-to. He goes to thoroughly pedantic bullshit to try and explain away unambiguous evidence of his, perfidy, of his unreliability, of his lies. And he'll just stake everything on these, basically improvised excuses. He's got no clear mindset here of what is justified and what is not. Basically, if he does it, it's justified. If he said he only did it once, that's got to be true. And if it turns out that he said it 3 times, well, it's still got to be true. And there's some way to interpret the facts. This going to, well, do you have evidence that I threatened him on a live stream? Well, no, we didn't have it here because we didn't think you'd fucking lie to our faces about it. But now that you have done, and now that we know where we are with you, it's yes, we have these things on tap, and we'll continue having them on tap, and we'll continue having an itemized catalog of your poor behavior forever, because now we know that's what we need when we're dealing with you.
This is the Miss Mandy defense.
No, this is a shiz making accusations. Do you have evidence that I threatened him on a live
It's in my
stream?
Discord, but I will find it for you and I
Okay.
will post it in Skeptics and tag you, as
Okay.
I have been with evidence against everything
Okay.
you've been saying tonight. Yes.
Look, go file a police report for Shuggy. Because Shuggy's obviously...
This isn't about Shuggy. This is about your behavior.
Wait. We'll talk about my behavior. I am very sorry that Shuggy got as petrified as he did. And if it would, listen, if it would soothe his pain and help him sleep at night, you should file a police report. That would be the right thing to do, right? Not fucking bicker back and forth.
Well, but you were anonymous, and now you're not going to be
talking.
anonymous. Does that make you nervous?
I'm not nervous at all.
And
If what's best for Shuggy is a police report file,
Shuggy should be
you to do
Sorry,
anything.
I just want to interrupt again because I'm a perpetual interrupter. We're already well past the point where he threatened multiple times. If Shiz comes up, I'm dropping. If Shiz continues to talk over me, I'm dropping. He just continues to threaten to drop and never does. And everything focuses around fear. Shuggy is afraid. I'm sorry, Shuggy is afraid, which is the classic right-wing troll pseudo apology. You're not really sorry for anything you've done. You're sorry that the other person is such a pussy that they got upset. Actually, assault is a crime for a very good reason, and trying to minimize the fact that it's a crime doesn't cast you in a good light at all, sir. And just the again, it's blaming, it's victim blaming. It's not my fault that Shuggy got so upset that because I threatened him. Yes, it is your fault. That's precisely what you were trying to achieve, is upset. And actually, I'm not actually suggesting that Shuggy was afraid or that Shuggy was upset. I am saying that this unambiguously, threats of physical violence are a crime. And it doesn't matter, it actually doesn't matter to some extent how upset the person got, as long as they consider that there is some reasonable likelihood of violence following on. And given that, Coded seems to be psychotic, it would be foolish to disregard him when he makes these utterances. Anyway, sorry, I keep on interrupting, and I'm.
No, I 100%, yes, I 100% agree with this comment right here. Interrupt anytime you feel like it.
No.
I did end up clicking, I meant to pause, and I clicked on the line here, so I may have messed up the timeline,
Okay.
so we'll see where we are.
But how much of this are we going to watch? Because he's kind of already embarrassed himself and demonstrated this.
I think I was only on for like 20 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, okay. Up to you.
If you weren't attempting to let on that you knew Shiz's parents' address.
Again, someone sent me addresses and asked if I could verify them. I didn't.
And also, real quick, this is totally unrelated. I do agree with Colin there. I know this kind of thing isn't for everybody, and I know this isn't the kind of thing necessarily that Colin gets involved in. So don't hold the shit show here against him. I just wanted to point that out. But thank you for being here, everybody. Either way.
Oh, it's just you and me, Bobby Scotty.
Shiz, I never brought up your parents. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So
my mother's name Margaret. That's my mother's not a parent.
What?
That's crazy.
Wait, I didn't. You were talking about my mother on Discord, right?
I did not. I asked one question. I asked
maybe
if
your mother's name was
right. Okay, he's instantly lying, right? So this is instantly him admitting a lie. His first statement was, "I didn't bring up your parents," and now in the space of 5 seconds, it's changed to, "Well, okay, I did bring up your parents, but it's okay that I did because you mentioned my mum once on Discord." And there's simply no acknowledgement that his previous statement was untrue. There's no even there's no processing of that fact whatsoever. It was fascinating to see that he could go from no, I never brought up your parents to, okay, I did bring up your parents, but it was completely justified. On a dime, like, it was just an absolute 180-degree pivot. And he seemed not to realize that at one point in this discussion, either he was lying when he said he never brought up your parents, or he was lying when he conceded that he did, but it was justified because you mentioned his mum once in Discord, which is not the same thing, right? That is not the same thing by any stretch, and it's a false equivalency.
So you were letting people know that potentially my mother's name was Catherine.
No, I was asking a question.
It was out open in public, Shiz.
Yes, because that's the only way I could find you.
Well, that's my parents, Shiz. Well, that's my fucking parents, Shiz. So you got that.
I didn't put out her fucking address, did I? Did I, Bobby?
Did I put out your parents' address?
No, you sent around addresses, though. I didn't send around addresses to fucking.
But did I put out your parents? You've been saying I put out your parents' address. I never did that.
Yeah, well, just again, yes, attempted murder is still a crime. The fact that you didn't have the right address doesn't make the attempt to release the address any less malicious. But you didn't know that the address was wrong when you disseminated the information publicly, to a third party. So, the fact that it wasn't Shiz's parents' address is not a defense. And he goes to was it actually their address rather than what he was attempting to do? He was attempting to do something that was completely and thoroughly reprehensible and evil. Let's just call it what it is. Again, this is evil behavior. This is malice. This is pure toxicity, undiluted by any,
I just want to point out before I switch back to my computer that Coded was active an hour ago putting up community posts, but was too bitch made to come here. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll be back in 1 minute. I have to start my computer.
So this, and he's still going on about this fucking Welsh News Network bullshit. Like, mate, that was the stuff you're talking about is 2 years ago. And why did people sit on this for 11 months? Because they didn't. Because they were in the thrall of a con man. They were being conned. That's what con men do, is they override your rational choices to make you make bad choices. They make their alternate narrative persuasive. That's what they do. It's bewildering. He's had this explained to him in person multiple times, and he fails to internalize it on any level.
You tried to, and you failed. That doesn't mean you didn't intend to.
If none of the addresses are her parents, then how did I try to?
Why were you even trying to get my parents' address? I asked if your mom's name was Catherine. I didn't look up any addresses. I didn't look up shit. I just asked a general question.
Who said I was trying to get your parents' address?
You did in the messages. Oh
how did I say that? How did I say that?
Holy shit. Demon just went over this. Are you okay? Like, this isn't normal.
No. If someone's doing a background check, right, there's relatives listed on the background check. If the address of the person is there, right, but the name is relatively common, a secondary data point would be a relative's name to verify the address.
But then why the second address? And like, dude, you're fucking trying
there
to
were
spin
multiple
shit and it's just not gonna work. It's fine. No, it's fine. You try, Bobby.
There were multiple.
I never met.
Here are some words for people: tendentious and meretricious. So what he's doing here is just empty verbiage that's intended to be persuasive but lacks content. He's trying to come up with some alternative scenario whereby giving Shiz's address and her mum's personal name is somehow a quote second data point. But that's not how this information would be conveyed. They would be conveyed on separate lines in some sort of identity report. So this is meretricious nonsense or tendentious bullshit. It's stuff that seems, it's stuff whose only purpose is to make a line of argument seem plausible, and it's just not. So this is gibbering nonsense.
I'm just here for Tony.
Made that shit up.
Mother name's Margaret. Mother's name is Margaret. Is not talking about my parents.
Did you ask me if my mother's name was Catherine on Discord?
Yes, I did.
That's talking about my parents, whether the name is right or not.
Your name isn't out there. Your last name's not out there, is it? Mine is. It's a very different circumstance.
Oh, you have to be handled differently than everyone else.
No, my parents shouldn't be brought into shit.
I forgot, Princess. I forgot, Princess. When you're asking my mother's name, you're bringing my mother
in front of 8 people in Discord. I asked
when you're asking my mother's
popular name, and someone pointed out that you had said it once about Kate's name being Catherine and said it was your mom's name. So I asked
when you're asking my mother's name, you're bringing my mother into it.
You said her name was Catherine way back in the day, and someone brought it up.
You can ask about my mom, but I can't ask about your mom. You can ask
the question.
And again, there's a qualitative distinction between information that is entirely in the public, that is already in the public domain. You're asking them to verify it or not, and somebody. So if I understand the circumstances correctly, Demon was alleging that he was negatively disposed to Shiz and wanted harmful material on her. And Coded...
That means that I was beefing for all the normal speaking people out there.
And Coded volunteered this information, which he thought pertained to Shiz's mother. That is qualitatively different. There is a real distinction between the two cases, and he's trying to ignore the context in which he acted and reduce it to the act itself, which was handing over, which was bringing up parents. Shiz was making an apparently innocent inquiry in a private, in a relatively small Discord. What he was doing was supplying information to somebody whose intent was malicious. This is it's like murder. Well, it's like killing someone. Killing someone is bad unless they present a threat to somebody else. So you can't actually say that killing people is always bad, because there are circumstances where it's good. And you can say this about almost anything, right? Lying is bad. Well, there are times where lying is actually good. It protects people. It reduces the amount of harm. You can't make moral judgments without considering the context. And in this context, what Coded was doing was entirely malicious. It was entirely intended to harm. It was entirely intending to hurt. Gia, stealing dogs is really bad. No. There are some people who own... Nathan Thompson owns a dog, and I think if somebody stole it, it would be for the benefit of the dog. It's a... you need to look at acts in context, and it's notable here that Coded is trying to pull the context out of this. He's trying to say, these two acts are equivalent. They're not, because they're not in the same context, which is the point that Shiz is trying to make here. But I'm interfering because basically I get the benefit of Coded not yelling over me. What he was trying to do was entirely malicious. What she was trying to do was not. It was just informative. Anyway.
I adore you, Tony. I only show up for my own show because there's a chance you might show up. I just want you to know that.
This is true.
I'm like, Scotto, do you want me to go live and we can see if we get to talk to Tony?
Right. Okay. Well, you're going to have to do it at times other than 6:20 in the...
This is like my earliest stream in a while, so...
Okay, it has. All right.
About my mom, but I can't ask about your mom. Okay.
That's not even what's happening.
Princess,
Booty.
I didn't realize the pee was under the
Oh no,
mattress.
I'm a girl. Are you
and
gonna
you
be
had
okay?
gotten so
I said
agitated.
to pee, Bobby. Does that
It's not
offend
about
you?
being
I
female,
menstruate.
Shiz.
Are you gonna be okay?
It's about being overreacting to bullshit. You brought up my mom. I brought up your mom.
I asked a question
You're
based on one of your
offended.
statements.
I asked a question based on your statement.
What statement did I make about my mom's name and address? What did I ever say?
I
about
wasn't
my mom's
asking
name
for
and
your
address?
mom's address. I've made that clear. I was
dude,
verifying if
fucking
addresses
slow?
were yours. I was verifying if addresses were
shit.
yours, and Demon gave up the verification. Demon is also saying none of those addresses are your parents. So how can you say I'm seeking for your parents if I gave
Mother's
addresses?
name Margaret and then an address
That's to identify you. That's to identify
you. Don't
you.
need to. I've been doxxed everywhere.
No,
Bobby,
that's nonsense. That's just he's just lying through his teeth here. No, that you can, and he goes on in this stream to completely misrepresent my line of argumentation. When I was talking with him, I made the point quite forcibly that you must consider alternative scenarios, alternative interpretations of fact patterns. Thank you, Guadalupe. I needed that. So the you must consider alternative.
I will
fact
get
checking.
custom underwear for you. I don't wear underwear, but I will wear them if they have your name on it.
Okay. I feel honored by that. But the probability that the scenario he is suggesting is true is, to my mind, extremely low. And he's trying to assert that it must be considered as fact. No, it doesn't need to be considered as fact. It is extremely unlikely. The vastly more likely option of these two is that you are attempting to dox Shiz's parents. And no amount of hiding behind grammar or throwing up chaff is going to change what you were doing. And furthermore, you were doing so in a context where it was entirely malicious and intended to harm. That's very different from Shiz's relatively private inquiry directly to you. So you had the control. You could just go, I'm not answering that question. You could have said that because Shiz gave you the control over whether or not you gave that information out. She asked you directly. Here, a man approaches you to conspire without her consent, without her control over the dissemination of this information, to a purportedly hostile entity or individual. So it's just there's no moral equivalency between these two circumstances whatsoever, and to try and pretend that there is just mendacious. It's just
Lupe is requesting a Bobby shit break. I think she wants to see the intro, and I think we need a little palate cleanser because his voice hurts.
Okay.
So I'm going to play Bobby shit real quick. I love you, Tony.
No problem.
He's out here doing Bobby shit. Anonymously causing harm, it's just Bobby shit. Setting off every alarm, it's just Bobby shit. Lying in circles publicly, it's just Bobby shit. Constant hypocrisy, it's just Bobby shit. Mental fragility on display. Every time you can't get his way, it's just Bobby shit. He'll lie, he'll attack, he'll speak. Brings in family if he can't get to you. It's just Bobby shit. Anonymously causing harm, it's just Bobby shit. Setting off every alarm, it's just Bobby shit. Never shows receipts, it's just Bobby shit. Quick to cry, it wasn't me, it's just Bobby shit. Delusion, he'll forever downplay every man who decides to misgay. It's just Bobby shit. Hurtful when embarrassed to speak, while constantly preying on the weak. It's just Bobby shit. Anonymously causing harm, it's just Bobby shit. Setting off every alarm, it's just Bobby shit. Lying in circles publicly, it's just Bobby shit. Constant hypocrisy, it's just Bobby shit. On Bobby, bad people don't last around here.
Don't be out here doing Bobby shit, or I'm gonna have to make an AI song about you. Okay, continue.
Well, I was.
I haven't.
Chiz, I haven't.
No, I was just going to say I'm done. So back to the live stream.
Been talking to you for weeks, and you know why? Because of the shit your boy Demon is constantly posting in Discord.
Weeks? Has it been weeks, Bob?
You're mad at me because I say Shuggy likes to have a young boy drop a hot deuce on his chest. Well, you have
Because
no
there's
problem.
no need for that.
You
it's
have, and there's
disgusting.
no need for
It is
what
pretty fucking
Demon's been
disgusting.
doing. and there's no need for what Dearmid.
Okay, but we're
I'm not
talking
them.
Dearmid. She's not Dearmid. I'm not
But
Dearmid.
Shiz is
Like,
the referee and all this shit.
No,
Shiz,
I'm not.
Shiz isn't Shuggy, but I can't
What the
talk directly to
fuck?
Shuggy because Shiz has got to fucking bring 10 people to interrupt any chance I have of talking to Shuggy.
I brokered
Every
a
time I
private
try
chat
to
with you and
talk to
Shuggy, and you screamed at him and quit, dude. I
No,
brokered a
Shuggy
private chat.
screamed. It's the
That's
other way around.
bullshit. You're
Shuggy
lying.
screamed at
You're
me
lying,
and quit.
Bob.
He
You're
called me
lying.
vile, all
Stop
kinds of
lying.
names, and
Bobby
rage quit.
Scotty, stop
Shiz,
lying. You're
your
lying.
ability,
You're lying.
The first one you brokered, Shuggy got all vile, screamed, yelled, rage
He
quit.
didn't get vile. He said your comments
inside-
are vile,
and he
and you
rage
flipped
quit.
out.
And
No,
he rage
he
quit.
said your
No,
comments are vile,
I
and
didn't
you
get a
flipped out,
chance
Bobby.
to
Stop
fucking
it.
talk. He rage quit. After
That's
he
bullshit.
threw
That's
ad
bullshit. You're
hominem.
fucking lying, dude.
So,
Stop.
but I'm not the one that rage quit. Shuggy is. So your story's incorrect. Shit.
Okay, he
You have a
rage quit. Yet me and
problem-
him stayed in
Can
that
we
chat
stop?
for a half hour, but he's the one who left. That makes sense.
Shit.
So I want everybody to pay attention to what just happened in this conversation, which was that he was getting hammered on revealing Shiz's mum's name and address. He got enough separation, and then he changed topics. He brought up Shuggy, and he did so in a gratuitously graphic way. He repeated in detail the allegation that he made previously, and he did it to twist the conversation away from where he was on the defensive. So he dragged the conversation into an area that he knew would upset people, but where also he was less likely to be on the defensive, where his defenses are well established. He's got well-defined arguments about why he says the things that he does about Shuggy. He's got well-defined criticisms of Shuggy that he is prepared to rely on. So I just want everybody to be aware of what just happened in that conversation. And if you're in an argument, if you're in a dispute, and somebody does that to you, it's kind of a warning sign that where you were pushing was a weak point, and they want to get somewhere else. So yeah, I just. It leapt out to me as something that a seasoned gaslighter will do.
Bob, that
You have
makes
a
sense. I
problem
talked to
with
him for a
recall.
while after in there about what a
You
bitch
have
you
a
are.
problem with recall.
You quit. You quit.
I didn't quit. Shuggy quit.
Quitting ass bitch, lying ass bitch.
Oh, fuck you.
2
Shiz.
points proven.
Shiz, you
Fuck
can't
bitch
tell the
tits.
fucking truth
Fuck you,
about
bitch
anything.
tits.
You got
the
the call
records, though. The records
recorded.
speak for themselves.
You
That's
have the
great
well,
thing.
then show the record, Shiz, instead of
I'm
running
gonna.
that
I'm
yammering
going to. I already had a
fucking
private
mouth of
donor
yours.
reach out to pay for every bit of it too.
Wow, Gia gave you money. I hope you make good money
I
from
didn't
Gia.
say it was Geo.
No, everybody
He
does.
gets so triggered by money.
Yes, and this is one of the criticisms. The fact that he brings it up so often, again, the fact that he brings it up so often, again, means that it's a sore point for him. It's something that he's very conscious of, and something that it pains him that his channel isn't monetized, and he is constantly justifying, well, this is why I don't monetize my channel. No, the reason you don't monetize your channel is that you can't get 4,000 hours of watch time in a year. That's why.
And
you
I
can't
don't think he
monetize your
can.
channel.
So when he first started out, he did a whole live stream saying very terrible things about homosexuals, and it got nuked by YouTube. So I don't think he'll be eligible for monetization.
Right. Okay. And yeah, sort of whenever he's asked to justify his behavior, he instantly goes to, well, I'm successful. I spent so much on vacation, blah, 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 blah. It's all about money as far as he's concerned. And so the fact that he isn't making money on YouTube and other people are is
When he was live the other night, I had someone on a troll sock account go in and say Gia super chatted me $500, and instead of checking, which would have taken 2 seconds, he immediately flipped out about it.
Yeah.
Like hearsay is evidence to this guy at all times.
Yeah, and this is, and in the same line, that was shortly before Demon trolled him, if my memory serves. Is that correct?
Yeah, he got trolled twice in one live stream.
Yeah. And I was making the point before any of that happened, that his behavior in publicly airing issues that he hasn't investigated and that he doesn't understand is irresponsible, because you're basically just giving oxygen to rumor and innuendo, and you've got no indication that it's true. So it just he is unable to distinguish truth from fact. I don't. It's very disturbing behavior for somebody who considers themselves to be an investigator.
Yeah.
Look, you seem triggered, Bobby. You okay?
I'm not triggered. You're the one that got
Your
upset.
inflection changed
You're
a
the
lot.
one that got upset, Shiz, about a random address that wasn't related to
I
your
got
parents.
upset about you obsessing about my parents after you spent 3 days talking about my father. Yeah.
I got upset with you, and I did that because I was upset with you.
And I did
obsessing
that.
about my
And I
mother.
did that because I had to say weird shit
So
about
you
your
so
dad
you
every
did
day.
so you did do it then.
Did what?
He admitted
Tried to
it.
dox your
Yeah,
parents.
he's an
I
idiot.
didn't
admitted-
admit
you
it.
literally
I'm
just
just
admitted it.
using your. I'm sorry, I got a bad swallow of coffee. I didn't admit it. I'm using your logic. I'm joking with you.
You just
You
said you
sit
did
there.
that. Oh, now
you
it's a
sit
joke.
there, It's your justification. But if I use it,
Holy
you object
shit.
to it. Right? That's the way this works with you guys.
Well, the records came up and you got really upset.
I'm not
curious.
upset. What am I
Again,
upset about?
again, it's not the act, it's the context, right? You can have two similar acts, but if they occur in different, but it is the context that determines whether they are moral or immoral, harmful or innocuous, malicious or benevolent. You can have the same act. You can even have, killing somebody. In one case, it's an act of undiluted malice and hatred. And in another act, it is, and in another case, it can be an act of benevolence. Euthanasia, for instance, or killing a criminal to prevent them from some atrocity. There's the same act in sort of a taken out of context is meaningless. You have to look at the context to determine whether or not something is moral or not. And Coded has to know this, right? He is capable of breathing, so he has to be able to understand that that is true. But he ignores it because it's inconvenient for him. Instead, he wants to pretend that everything he does is moral because it's just what everybody else does. And even that is self-defeating, because what he's arguing is that he sees people doing stuff he considers evil, and he resolves to do more evil stuff than they do. And then he turns around and claims to be Christian, right? Anyway, I'm prattling again. Sorry.
Interrupt away.
No, I was fucking hypnotized by it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Record was I upset about? You're just asserting.
I don't
shit.
know. I have to get them. But your whole inflection and attitude changed when they got brought up. It was indicative. It's all recorded, though. You can go back and watch it.
Shiz, I have 3 felony arrests. I talked openly about
No,
them.
I don't need to hear it from you. I don't trust you. I trust the courts.
Right. I had a 10-year bout with alcoholism. What should I be
Okay.
afraid of? I've already told the worst parts of my life.
Okay, well, we'll
What
check
should
that.
I be afraid of?
Don't you guys remember when Kaiser said he came clean about everything and then the records came back?
Well, I want to say
Kaiser
something
didn't.
else.
Except Kaiser doesn't have.
If there are parts of his life that are worse than this part of his life, that doesn't speak very highly of you, sir. All right. This part of your life is pretty fucking contemptible. So if you behaved worse previously in your life, that's not something you should be publicizing. I know it sounds like, to you, it sounds like you're just taking accountability for the way you behaved before, but it just, makes it sound like you're poisoning orphanages previously, because right now you're a completely toxic piece of shit.
Have as big a tits as you do.
Amen.
He made up a kid, not like a whole
It's
life.
all ad hominem, ad hominem, ad hominem.
You just called me a fat bitch.
Yeah,
like
you
20
just called her a
minutes
fat
ago.
bitch like 30 seconds ago.
Of course.
That's ad hominem.
So
like,
that excuses everything, right? If you go
No,
back
but
in the
I'm saying-
conversation,
Can't
but
have
if you
both
go,
ways.
all right, if you go back in the conversation, the first ad hominem.
I'm so against ad homs, but I employ them.
You want to excuse it by saying I did it first. If you go back, I'm using your logic. If you want to go back, you'll see through. You got.
I will never complain about an ad hom. Call me whatever you want.
And then
Oh,
if
I hope it was you. You're a pussy.
If it was
I'll do it again,
if
too.
it was if it was you,
Yeah,
then
you're a bitch
all
boy.
my ad homs.
Hey, easy.
All my ad homs by your logic are just they don't count.
No, you're the one
against
objecting to them, dude. You're the one objecting to them.
We're not objecting to them. Like, I'll call you a bitch.
I love being degraded. It turns me on.
And I'm totally fine with me saying that, and I'm totally fine
She's
with you
just
calling me a fat
objected
bitch.
to it, and then
No,
you
she
said,
didn't.
"Well,
No, I
yes,
didn't.
you
You objected
did.
to me doing it.
Silence. Right. She didn't object, like me earlier, to what you said.
Well, to be formally correct, he's misusing the term ad hom. An ad hominem fallacy is something like Shears has red hair, therefore she's wrong about everything she says. It's using the properties of the person to try, or saying Shuggy lied once, therefore I don't believe that he's I don't believe his service record. That would be an ad hom. It's using the property of someone to make an argument against their position. And it's usually an excuse not to look at the evidence. That's an ad hominem. Now, there are things called ad hominem attacks, which are basically just insults. But, to just use the term ad hom as though, in general, an ad hominem fallacy, insults are not ad hominem fallacies. They're just insults. So, he keeps on using this like it's some technical term that he's heard somewhere. He's wrong.
Any insult to him is an ad hom.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you are being a hypocrite about the employment of ad hominems. Thank you very much. Moving on. You may continue. I'll allow it.
You throw out ad homs about me when I wasn't even here. Weird.
What ad hominem did I throw out before you got here?
Oh, here we go.
PhD
Circle
phony.
jerk time,
Right,
guys.
because you just want
Move
to
up.
speak in generalities. But
What?
even PhD
Holy shit.
phony says your accusation requires
Because
evidence.
it's fun. Sorry.
Because it literally just happened on this stream and was recorded. That's why I'm bringing
So
it
reference
up.
it specifically. Did you forget already?
I just said I wasn't here, bitch boy. So you were talking about me behind my back like a high school girl, Bobby Scotty.
What proof do you have of that?
It's on the fucking
PhD
stream.
Tony says
Can you get the
can't just
timestamp
make-
for him, Demon?
You can't.
He's having a
make
tough time remembering his own words.
You're
having a
That's-
tough time with his own words.
Find that.
It's fine.
Come
Yeah,
on, bitch
that's-
boy,
He's
give it to
trying.
him.
Again. So, this, he was talking about how he didn't trust her. He was talking about how he didn't want to talk to her on this channel. He was talking about sort of the fact that it turned into a bully fest whenever she was online. That whenever there were more than two people he was talking to, and those are the ones that I can remember just from today without listening to the previous hour or so. And then he goes, "Oh, well, you can't pull it up right now." So, well, okay, let's stop the discussion rewind the entire stream, and see what the data looks like, because I'm not in the habit of writing down the timestamps for every possible misbehavior you undertake in a stream. That's not how reality works. And the suggestion that it should be how reality works is utterly unrealistic. And this is just textbook gaslighting. If you can't exactly point out the stuff that you're talking about with a specific example at the point that he wants it, then your allegation is false. This is just an excuse, and he uses it quite often to skate on allegations.
Hello.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, now he's getting butt
Josh, I
hurty.
don't know
I'm
who
not
your
butthurt.
ex
I'm
is,
just
and I
watching
can
you.
promise you, I don't fucking care. I don't rub elbows with anyone that's rubbed elbows with you, okay? You're going to be all right. Sorry, continue.
Bart. Scramble like a dog for you after saying
I'm not scrambling for
there's
shit.
He just said he wasn't doing it.
After saying
I
you
just
don't
literally
work
said I'm not
together.
doing that shit. So that's
Yeah,
not
but you're
scrambling.
looking around like you're
Delulu is
trying
not the
Yeah, yeah,
Delulu, Bobby Scotty.
I'm looking at you on another site that I found. That's not me scrambling for shiz. That's me doing what I did after I just told her I'm not going to do what she asked because I can't.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Glad we cleared that up. That
I am
accomplished
very
a lot.
glad we did it. That really did.
That was great.
Yeah.
You're hold on.
Go on,
I
go on.
gotta add you to this. There's a channel for that.
All right, I'm bored with this shit, and we're
You're scared
past.
of it, is what you
Scotty
are.
doesn't
Bro,
know.
I ain't
love
scared
that
of
song,
shit.
man.
I'm
Scotty
not
doesn't know
scared
it's
of
a
shit.
jam.
So here's the
Hold
deal.
up.
Hey, Scotty.
I told
Listen
you.
to Daddy,
me up,
Scotty.
Scotty.
Scotty, listen to Daddy. Zip it. Zip.
I told
Zip
you I
it.
would.
Zip. Zippy long stocking.
Sit,
Scotty.
doggy. Sit, doggy.
Scotty n'est pas.
Sit,
Scotty.
doggy. Be a good
Scotty.
fat boy. Roll over.
You
Roll
see,
over,
Shiz
fat boy.
loves chocolate. Scotty.
Roll
don't.
over, fat boy. Roll over,
Scotty
fat boy.
tunes.
That's what your mama asks me to do all the time. That's why I'm so fat, because every time I shag her, she bakes me a cake.
Wow, that's great. You're the best.
You're
Bro, I've
great at
seen-
this almost 60-year-old man. You're
Bro,
doing
I've
real
seen
good.
pictures of your mom.
How's the
She's a
high boy
fucking
dresser
blend.
tonight, bud?
It's good. How are you?
You've seen pictures of
How's
my
the
mom or her
welfare
mom?
apartment? How's the welfare apartment?
It's not a
Can
welfare
confirm
apartment,
she
but at
does
least
not
I don't
live in
live
a
with my
welfare
mom.
apartment.
You live with your mom. I live with my kids. There's a big difference.
Do I live with my mom? If you have records of me, you would have
Bro,
my mother's address, and you
Your
would have
mom
my
vacuuming
address.
your mom vacuuming your gap.
If
your
you
mom
had
ordering
records
pizza.
of me, you would see that my mother owns her own house, which I've talked about in the past, and I have a house. My
Yeah,
address
baby,
is
don't
not.
worry.
My address is not with my mom.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay. We'll
Oh, my
see.
damn washer.
Does your middle name start with C? Because that would really help me with my research.
See.
As in C for cunt
Uh.
or cock.
Yeah, I told you I'm not going to comment on that stuff.
Oh, okay.
We'll get it. We'll get. Don't
That's a
worry
yes
about
then.
it.
Okay.
We have that thing tomorrow too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, are you and I going to talk demon, or am I going to drop off here? Because
It's up to you, man. What you want to talk about?
That's cool. Well, if you don't have anything left to talk about, I'm going to.
BSBT has hit me up on the
Do
old
you work
Discord.
at pinup?
He says, "Where's the panel link, you pussies? I see you up there with Snoop Shizzy Shiz."
Joshua, handle your fucking warrant and get off YouTube. Thank
the
you.
fuck is that guy though? Apparently, I made a
Josh
video about him.
Lanto. It's one of my highest view videos is one of his court hearings where he freaked out.
I think I covered him once, and that was it.
But like
And ever
I've
since then,
openly
he's been hitting me
advised
up.
him, he should turn himself in on his open warrant and do whatever the state is telling him to do to get his kids back. But trolling around YouTube and bothering everyone isn't going to help your life at all. Touch grass.
I
Get
feel
it
like
done, bud.
there's probably more productive things he could be doing.
For
Like,
sure.
Get this right. So he sent me a link earlier to Artie's Corporate Fictions channel. Like, did you know Miss Mandy is Artie's producer? I'm like, dude, that's fucking months ago, man. And I don't give a shit. Shiz, you know that website that I was just using that I was telling you about in the side thing. So I ran a search on an image that is like very much available on a lot of people's socials, if you get me. It's an image that I know is on a lot of people's socials, and it still came back with 0 matches.
How?
by not matching any. It says 81 images found with 0 exact matches. So I wonder if maybe I don't have the right package.
I don't know. They might just be price gouging you.
I think they are. And I am down for it. I'm going to try one more and then see how that goes. Can you send me that phone number again, please? I know.
I've sent it to you like 100 times.
Yeah, but I don't know how to save things.
That's a dumb excuse.
Oh, wait, no, it ends in... Yeah, okay, never mind, actually.
You have it?
Oh, it says your subscription does not include social searches. That's some bullshit right there.
Yep.
Because fuck me, an extra $27 a month. Fuck it, okay, I'll do it. Watch me get scammed in real time.
Yeah, I'm sure he's. I'm sure this is gripping content, Irish. You
want to grip my what?
I want to grip your content, or I want your content to grip other people more accurately.
Jesus Christ! You're turning shiz.
I mean, I can give it. I can give it a little grip. It's fine.
But yeah, so this guy, this guy, let's let Demon do whatever he's doing.
Tony loves it.
Yeah, but we sort of this guy is that's a good point. He is in here to get negative attention. He is in here to vent as much malice and hatred on other people as he can, and the more upset and angry they get with him, the more he feels worthwhile and alive. That's his playbook. My plan of ignoring him only works if he doesn't just find other people to run around and hurt. It's easy for me to say because this guy has zero capacity to harm me. He can say whatever the fuck he wants to say about me. I don't care. Literally irrelevant to me. I'll be living my life and doing my thing. But when he starts harming other people, then he becomes a public menace, and then it's necessary to shut that shit down. And so I would suggest that if you feel unhappy with this guy, if you feel you need to ask yourself, that's what he wants. I can understand that the stuff he says is just absolutely hurtful. I'm talking about Coded. I don't know BSBT. BSBT seems to be under the illusion that if he and I can talk, I'll become sympathetic to sovereign citizen stuff. I'm not. I don't. Sovereign citizen stuff is idiocy. You're trying to break society.
And again, none of this behavior is going to clear up your warrant or get your children back.
Well, I don't. But the argument. The argument here is that Coded is just malice. He is just poison. He is just societal cancer. Yeah. And we need to work to a place where he has no power over us. And it's easy for me to say, like I say, he's never harmed me. He's never persecuted me. He's never really gone after me. And I don't care what he does. I absolutely don't give a fuck. He can do whatever he wants. But other people aren't in that position. And he said the most violent, toxic shit. And I think, he did this back when people still cared what he said. We've learned that over time, listening to this guy is a mistake. Taking anything he says as anything other than provocative bullshit is wrong. So so we need to monitor him to make sure that he's not harming people. But I think more importantly than that, we need to give positive feedback and encouragement to the people he has harmed, so that they can move on and go, you know what, these things he said, they say more about him than they do about anyone else. Everything that he says is just an indictment of him as a human being. It's to me, it's a we need to get to a place where the people he's harming feel protected and supported, and feel safe. But we need to seal him off in a little walled room. Anyway, I'm prattling again.
A padded room, probably.
Yes.
Do I what?
Do you work at pinups?
Why would I tell you where I worked, bro?
Okay, that's a yes. Cool. That's I don't know. Do I need much more, to be honest?
Okay.
I mean, I suppose it's one of those situations. There's a beautiful term. Is it Latin? No, it's not Latin. It's English. Fuck around and find out, I think is what they.
We're popping his fappo cherry.
So are you going in real life? Why did you just give the name of a business?
You did.
You just said you don't work there. How's it going in real life if you don't work there, bud?
Where did I say I
Snitched
didn't
on
work?
yourself, you dumb.
Where did I say that I did not work? What place?
You just said you didn't work there.
I didn't.
No, in fairness, he didn't. He said he wasn't going to comment on it.
See, Shiz, you have listening comprehension.
Yeah, Shiz.
And then you
Sorry, I
assert
smoke weed.
but then
right
you
now.
assert that you heard things that weren't really said. You do.
Well,
this
sorry, you
quite
deny
often.
fucking everything. When
Well,
I put out the gold
you
rush,
did.
you said I don't work there, but you're doxing me.
I don't work there.
No, you don't.
I did
You
work
used-
there.
You did.
Well, now
8 years ago.
2018, I think you left there.
Yeah,
No?
that would be 6. I think it's before that, bro. I think it's before
No.
18.
No, because the new company took over in 2020, and it was.
Yeah, but I
before
think
that.
I was out of there in 16.
Don't worry. I'll confirm it and let you know.
Okay, thanks, bro.
No problem. My pleasure.
Hey, if you get my demon, if you get my police records, can you give me a copy of them?
No, I'm getting them, and I will certainly.
Yeah, she's
give
getting.
you a copy.
I don't know how to do that kind of shit. I'm not good at that kind of thing.
Cool.
Oh, so were you lying when you said that if your name got out there that you would delete your YouTube?
I don't know if I actually said that. I don't recall.
I don't
saying
either. I don't either.
But if I want to make it clear, if I did say that, I've changed my mind since then.
Fair enough. I often do that too, where I say, look, I've changed my mind. Real quick, Ladarby Romeo says everyone involved in the stream is just gross.
It's not my job, Josh. It's my
nice,
kink.
touch grass or some shit. We're having fun.
Why are you so mean to just wait? Why? All right, that was a critical response. Why be so mean about it?
Because he's a cunt.
Okay.
Hope that cleared that up. Yeah, I mean that about does it. I do think if I could just kind of to bring this all home, I get the feeling that you came up here thinking that I wouldn't have very much. To be quite honest, now
I did. Bro, you're a bluffer, so that's why I came.
And
if I
I don't bluff. I never bluff.
No, she just I come hard, she comes hard. You know what I'm saying?
So much harder.
Shiz, you just
So
straight
hard.
up fucking alive.
Like right in there.
I put out records, dude.
Right.
Okay.
But you don't do that on Discord. On Discord all day long.
My Discord's public. Anyone can see what I do.
Right. You're over on Skeptics. Yeah, anybody can see it. You do a lot of fucking.
I post the
gossiping.
links in all my live
I
streams,
know.
Bobby. I'm not afraid.
You do a
Whatever I
lot
say,
of
I will
fucking-
say it again. You are a bitch. I'll
And
say it again.
anyone should go over to Team Skeptics, shooting the shit.
For
I
sure.
think it is, and just scroll like
The
not
invite
just
links on my last live stream, guys.
not just recent stuff. Go way back so you can see the players.
No, just
and the
just search my
patterns
name.
evolve.
Just search my name, and then they can see everything I've said, and I'll say it again.
Yeah, but they need to search around you too, McAddicts.
I'm just me though. I'm one person.
Right, but if they search,
You
the
just
other
can't
names-
understand why so many people dislike you, and
No,
you're
no, no.
assigning their behavior to a groupthink
Right.
or me, and you just can't accept that. Like
But
you're fucking vile.
I've seen the group.
You're a
think with
terrible
Ja-
human.
I've seen the group thing with Jerry, Mandy, and you've done it firsthand with me.
My
And the
voice
point-
sped up
People
is very
disliking
valid,
bad
girl. I
people
don't
has nothing to
appreciate
do
it.
with me. I'm one person.
But you run
People
with that.
disliking
It
people
gets it
that
over
have scammed
quicker.
them or lied to them is
Right.
not my problem. I'm
But
only
you're
me.
running. You're running with them.
I'm not
You're
in control of anyone
you're a
else's behavior,
participant. You're a
Bob.
mob, Shiz, and if you can't, if you,
I'm
if
one
you have-
person. I am not a
Shiz,
mob, you pussy bitch.
you
You're
and
almost ready
the
for
Shiz-
AARP.
And again-
you're saying, I'll fucking
And again, this is him justifying his lack of discrimination, his lack of nuance. The people I don't like are a group. I can lash out at any of them if there's anything that any one of them has said that I object to. So he's put himself in a target-rich environment where anything to any one of these people is justified by anything that any other of these people did. There are things that Shiz does that I don't approve of. It's not my job to tell her what they are. She's living her life. But to treat me and Shiz, for instance, or me and anyone in this chat, or anyone and anyone else in this chat, as some sort of monolith that are inseparable. No, each of us has our own personal motivations, our own personal opinion.
He assumes people that are friendly with each other have like a symbiotic relationship and they're liable for everyone else's behavior too. I don't know. Yeah. It's very weird, but you can tell me what to do whenever you want, Tony. I'd actually really like that. Thank you.
Okay. But things that the people can be friendly and can disagree. There are certainly behaviors of demons that I don't agree with and that I disapprove of.
Oh, demons the worst.
I've made that clear to Demon in the past, but we still did live streams together. We still did stuff. I just think Demon and anything that's explosive or even flammable need to be separated by about 500 yards and 6 meters of asbestos.
Girl, half your age is a mob. I'm one person. It's just a lot of people fucking hate you because you're a piece of shit.
Shiz, you and the people you run with, your bully squad. See, you're triggered. You can't let me talk.
Bully squad. I'm one person. Stop assigning other people's behavior to me.
Why?
No,
you run with
stop.
them. You run with them.
I'm one person.
But you run with a group of people that puts pressure on certain individuals.
I am one person.
And you will do anything to keep that from being exposed.
I'm one person. No, it doesn't need to be exposed because people understand I'm one fucking person and I'm not liable for anyone's
a lot of people are starting to understand that you run with a pack of people
to the standard that you are liable for your commenters' behavior
in order to cultivate arguments.
Hold yourself to that standard. Do you want to be liable for your crazy fucking followers' behavior?
My followers are more sane than the people you inherited from the West.
One of them's on a fucking government watch list, but they're more sane.
Who's on a which one's on a which one? No, that's
on the government watch list.
Who is?
So again, he brings up his followers, and then he asks you to name which follower, and then he blames you for bringing up the follower. And he will now turn the conversation towards Anthony Caruso and something that he said, when the conversation isn't about Anthony Caruso and what he said. Again, he directed the conversation here, and now he's claiming that it's okay to twist it to Anthony Caruso because you brought up Carte Blanche, is it? Whoever. I don't know them. Don't know them. Never will. So he asked you to name this person. He asked you to be specific with this person's name. And then he says, how irresponsible of you to bring this person's name up in a public setting. I'm going to start talking about Anthony Caruso now. There's no justification here. The only reason that Carte Blanche ever came up in this conversation was because Coded asked. Coded brought his followers into this conversation, and then he asked for specific information about them. And then as soon as that happens, he feels justified leaping to something he alleges Anthony Caruso said. I don't, there's no justification here. This is all, feeble self-justification. Well, it's all feeble excuses for just toxic behavior. And anyone with any impartiality or objectivity can recognize this for what it is. He's just finding the most weak-ass excuses for being a prick. And that's all it's ever been.
Blanche.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she
Yeah, the
fucking
fuck
is.
she
She
is,
straight
dude.
She absolutely is.
Do you want her name? You can look it up yourself.
Why don't you? Why don't you DM it to me? I don't give a
Okay.
fuck. I don't give a fuck if Carte Blanche is on a government watch list. I don't fucking care.
But your followers
Okay,
are more sane
stop
and
it
normal,
again.
but they just get themselves on government watch.
Tony just said no guilt by association, and now we are attacking his followers. I'm one of them. So which is it? Mock others for what they do, not who they follow. Nobody was attacking his followers, right? Nobody said Coded's followers are bad or evil, right? What the discourse was, the discourse was Coded talked about his followers and how sane they were and how capable they were. And as a counterexample, she's brought up one. She's brought up one who is on a government watch list as a consequence of the things that they did, right? Not because she's a Coded follower. She's on a watch list because of the things that she did in real life that presented a plausible threat to innocent people. So she is being criticized for the things that she did. She's not being criticized for following Coded. She's not being criticized for who she watches on YouTube. She's being criticized for, well, it's being mentioned that she is on a watch list and hence unstable. She is on.
And
that
I would have
watch
never
list.
brought it up if he hadn't have asserted that they were all normal people.
Yes. And he brings up his followers. He asserts that his followers are all normal people. When it is pointed out that one isn't a normal person, he turns around and attacks Anthony Caruso. The case that you just tried to make, that Carte Blanche is being criticized for being a follower of Coded, that's not true at all. You can watch who you want to watch. Nobody's going to criticize you. I don't think that Coded is a good content creator. In fact, I think he's a malicious sack of shit. But if he works for you and if you think he's doing good investigations, great. You can go over there and you can watch him all day long. This isn't about you. I'm not criticizing you. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm saying that Coded objectively is evil. You don't agree? That's your prerogative. You have a right to disagree with me. And I'm not saying that you don't. And I'm not criticizing you for not agreeing with me. I am criticizing Coded for the things that he is doing and saying. That's all that's happening here. And we're not mocking any of Coded's followers. Not you, not anybody else. The only thing that is being pointed out is that Carte Blanche is on a watch list because of some extremely dangerous things that she did. And Coded is about to justify this as stuff that was done during the pandemic when people were kind of crazy. Yes, people went crazy during the pandemic, but
it was crazy people going crazier. It wasn't like newly crazy people.
Yes, so if you're a vaccine denier and a virus denier and all of that other thing, and you're kind of anti-shutdown and anti-mask and all of that sort of thing, then you have objectively no regard for other people's lives, and I consider that malicious and dangerous. So I don't have any sympathy for Carte Blanche's position. I think that maybe she's got mental health issues, but either way, the position that she was holding was dangerous and put other lives at risk. So I'm not prepared to tolerate that. Anyway, it's about time that
wait.
It's about time that
so when Shuggy was threatening.
Damn it, Scotto, you're not even on Mandy level, son.
Yeah.
Carte blanche with the AFB.
Yes, Tony.
Even
Sorry,
if
Chris,
It was
Chris,
before that.
Chris,
It was
even if
4
it's
years before that.
even if it's
So
not, even if
co-partner,
it's
Bob.
Wow.
even if it's
Co-partner.
hold on, even if
It was
it's not,
before she found you. She was already
Mhm.
crazy.
She's
even if it's
escort.
not, even if it's not, what's she on a government watch list for? That doesn't mean she's
Threats.
crazy. For what?
She threatened public officials over COVID.
Okay, so people were going crazy during COVID.
Oh,
People
no,
were
but
literally going fucking crazy during.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so people had mental health issues, and some of the people with mental health issues were suffering depression, isolation, etc. And some of them were physically threatening to harm others, right? And that could be a result of an underlying mental health issue, some form of delusion, some form of paranoia, but it's not socially acceptable, and nor should it be trivialized. Trivializing somebody making threats against other people is not an appropriate way to act. Threats against other people need to be taken seriously. They're not trivial things, because people act on those threats more often than Coded would like to concede. So a lot of people have learnt to take threats very, very seriously, and to assert actually threatening people is a red line. You step over that and we are going to react, because if we wait until you actually hurt somebody, it's too late. So I know Coded doesn't take threats seriously, but there's no undoing it if somebody harms somebody else. So you've got to act preventatively. You've got to act in a way that will prevent the harm rather than remediate it. Anyway, it's past time that I should be going, actually. So thank you very much.
Thank you for joining me.
Well, you're very welcome. I enjoyed it even after you brought Demon on. I mean,
I know.
Bite
I'm
my
sorry I did that to
asshole.
you.
always good to hang out with you all. And I'm sorry, I feel like I dominated the stream with my.
I love being dominated, so that works for me,
Okay,
Tony.
well,
He dominated the screen with his pure fucking nerd rage manliness.
Yes, that's me.
At least his beard's not patchy. You have a great day with your nice full beard, Tony.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. And good. Everybody in the chat, have a wonderful day. Look after yourself, and for the sake of your sanity, don't pay any attention. Don't let what Coded says or does harm you.
No, just call him a bitch. It works.
Yeah, just protect yourself from him. Call him a pussy, because he hates that. All right.
Yes, he does.
He
Take
hates
care,
pussy. That is true.
Yes.
I love you, Tony.
Bye. I love you too.
Bye.
Ooh,
Oh,
I thought you were going to get
Tony
rejected
loves
there.
me.
That was close, man. That was close.
No, he could never leave without telling me he loves me. Thanks. Someone asked if we're going to watch Josh's take on it. I think it was Shuggy. I think Coded leaves shortly after this anyway, right?
Let's see.
I like the circle heads, but I have to activate it on my phone. I don't have the option on my computer yet.
It has about 8-ish more minutes, and then he leaves, and then Tony comes up.
Okay. Do you guys want to finish watching Coded Rage, or do you guys want to watch Josh's take on Coded's behavior? One in the chat to continue, 2 for Josh.
If we're going to do Josh, I need a timestamp, because I think he was on for 5.5 hours today.
Yeah, no, I can find it, because I think I stopped it around that time. All right, yeah, everyone wants to watch Josh. All right, hold on, let me get the timestamp. I hope it doesn't fuck up my audio again. God damn it. All right, it's going to cut off my audio. Hold on a second.
Thank God for that. She sounds like she's inside a dryer. Just
Let me unmute, dang it. All right, it's around 45 minutes of his morning stream today.
Okay.
Thank you, darling. You're not an abomination around here. I adore you.
Mm-mm. Abominably hot, maybe.
Dude, when he ever said gay people were an abomination, I literally was like, oh, like, did he really just fucking say that?
Over here.
But Kaiser doesn't know this. It's interesting to hear. And again, this is him. Kaiser would be saying this same exact dumb shit. He admitted to it that if he hadn't got caught in the lies, he wouldn't have said anything. He admitted that on fucking Predator Trolls panel.
Election program. And it took me 3.5 years to get into it.
Well, Chili was all ready to go into the Navy SEALs, right from the recruiter's office into the Navy SEALs. But then, you know.
Well, actually, on
Tuttle?
that, people
Yeah.
do get buds.
Tuttle lets dudes lie to him all the time too. But Tuttle's a little
roster numbers.
I sent you a clip that someone sent.
Tuttle's a little different in that.
Okay, play that one. I go.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Simone, for the gifted memberships. I forgot about that. Coded doesn't know how to pronounce things.
hold on. Who is he referencing as Simone?
Simon. He pronounces this name as Simone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Instead of
that's
Simon
just
H.
so weird because the name Simone just came across my desk there.
Oh, that's weird.
Hmm.
You loved it when he called you young lady. Relax, Simone. All right, did you get that clip that I sent you?
I did. So play this one
I thought you were
instead.
talking to me.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to do with the military ever in his life, except maybe G.I. Joe cartoons when we were kids.
All right, here's a challenge for y'all.
Exactly.
That right there, Granite Beast, just got your ass bounced. Let me tell you something.
He's claimed all of this. This is just part of his military claims. It's just part. He's claimed that he's a government contractor too, just like goddamn DeWitt. Just like DeWitt. Yeah, this is why you're here. Same turds are always found in this pot. You jock the dog shit out of us, dude. I don't know why you think you look good in any of this. You support this motherfucker.
You're a maroon.
One by goat herding cavemen.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Those goat herding cavemen that we went up against, they were 10 times the man you'll ever fucking be. And don't you ever denigrate somebody who had the balls to do what they thought was right.
He has nothing to do with the military ever in his life, except maybe G.I. Joe cartoons when we were kids.
You're just a bitch. No, I didn't.
This is his DD-214, by the way. He never even attempted to go active duty. You have to understand. You can see it right here. He attempted to go in reserve. It's the same basic training. But my point is, he made all of this shit up, and this dude was never even going to go, had no plans to go active duty. The second time he failed basic training, he was in going through the National Guard. This dude never even wanted to be fucking active duty.
You can see there it was less than a month, 1996, 06, and not discharge was 1996, 07.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Sure you do. I get it. You're a dipshit. You're a dipshit and a loser.
I don't see Josh saying anything about coded. I think we were lied to. Or is that, do you play the clip Is that
Yeah,
the stuff I DM'd you?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not saying anything about coded.
No.
I think around the 45 minutes was around there. Because, like, when I started commenting was when he was talking about coded.
Let's get a 4.5.
Went to a selection. Now, DeWitt's lying. DeWitt is
Well,
completely lying.
there was no RASP back then when DeWitt claims he was in. It was RIP.
Yeah.
It was Ranger Indoctrination Program.
But Kaiser doesn't know this. It's interesting to hear. And again, this is him. This is it. Kaiser would be saying this same exact dumb shit. He admitted to it that if he hadn't got caught in the lies, he wouldn't have said anything. He admitted that on fucking Predator Trolls panel.
Election program. And it took me 3.5 years to get into it.
Well, Chili was all ready to go into the Navy SEALs, right from the recruiter's office into the Navy SEALs. But then, you know,
Simping for stolen valor so hard coded.
We get buds.
Tuttle lets dudes lie to him all the time too. But Tuttle's a little
roster numbers.
Tuttle's a little different in that Tuttle is not a vet or a combat vet. And GS will tell anybody who will listen that he's a disabled combat vet. Okay.
But none of his stories would, I mean,
his
match
stories don't add
anything
up.
that we tell. Like, that are, some are confirmable outside of a talk.
I just want to get to the part where you said things about coded.
Yeah.
I mean, the nice thing is, like,
you speed it up, maybe.
Specifically, having you and Wally is that you can kind of talk in a little bit of, foot stomp, a little bit of, like. It is funny though when after we had talked after the show the other day and we were kind of veering into some of this a little and you kind of forget, like, oh shit, this is over the internet, whether we're live or not. StreamYard's picking this up, and if I start talking countries and shit, it's like, oh.
Yeah, let's leave it at continents.
Oh, this is you. In Tel Aviv, 3 months a year in a joint program which completed my national service. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
Tel Aviv is nice. They put me up in the Hotel Conrad right by the med.
Nice.
Couldn't ask for a better time. Go up on the hill, fly some drones.
Love to fucking go there sometime, man.
Oh man,
those beaches and those women.
Probably not the best time right now.
Oh, I don't know if there's is there something going on? The terrorist season started October 7th.
Oh God, Josh's chipmunk laugh.
They actually can get it in their contract from the recruiter that after they finish their basic and their primary job duty,
Bobby,
that they can go to buds. That they will.
Come and talk about how you support stolen valor and grift fundraisers.
Yeah, so he says that he got to go to Ranger
Let's
school
go.
in his first summer of ROTC, and then the next summer
he said he went to Q course selection.
And the Q course is about I want to say it's
2 weeks,
5 months. It's 20, maybe 24 weeks.
5 months.
Oh, the Q course, not selection.
Q course is
also Q course is if you're an 18 Bravo. That's about the fastest, and say you pass everything. 18 Bravo is the weapons sergeant, for those that don't know. That's like the shortest, basically the shortest you can go through the Q course, and that's a year.
Yeah.
Total. You got to go to language school. You got it's all.
You got to learn every weapon you could possibly put your hands on. You've got to.
I think it was
18
around
Delta is
45
2
minutes.
years.
Because it.
Say what?
I think it was around 45 minutes. We're so good at this, we got everything all set beforehand.
Mm-hmm. But we're already at 48. Are you saying you want me to roll back?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I guess it's more forward.
Deltas are the medics. And so the medics go through all the trauma shit. They're basically a physician's assistant when they come out of that. They come out of that course. In Recon, MARSOC, and Recon, they have what's called SARC. I don't know if the name changed or not. I don't know. It's the Special Amphibious Reconnaissance Corpsmen. And those guys go through the Delta course. They go through the same medical course as as the Deltas. But then they get dive medicine too, dive paramedic kind of shit.
Yeah.
On top of it. Those dudes are easily probably some of the most trained in the, in recon.
Yeah, I mean, they have to be veterinarians.
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
You know, you gotta
5306.
fix your-
Thank you, G2.
Thank
Do you want to come up, G2? You can come up. We're talking about coded supporting stolen valor and grift fundraisers. Oh, thank you, Lupe.
Hey.
Beep, beep.
GR, we don't either.
All right, let's get back to it. GR, Marine vet, Iraq vet, motor T. If you can't truck it, fuck it.
Selection for U.S. Army Special Forces teams. So he's saying that even though he didn't, he was trying to say that even though he never went to basic or advanced individual training or even jump school, that he was an airborne ranger and an SF trooper.
You can be a leg, either one of those, and then go to jump school.
Wouldn't happen. It would never happen like that. Oh yeah, that's how I got here, was through watching the WIT videos, and then these
I thought you meant like
auditors
military
came into my crosshairs.
For me, I was watching the DeWitt videos. Then I used to watch Law Talk with Mike all the time. I fucking love that channel, man. He's funny as fuck, and he really sifts through videos to find some good fucking shit. But while I was watching him, he had what's his name, Kim Blandino. And he did some one-on-one interviews, like 2 or 3 with Blandino. And, Blandino's kind of a fucking likable guy because he had a working sense of humor and he knew how to present himself. The problem with Blandino was once he stepped over that line, he couldn't recover, and he just fucked himself. And, if you're going to
Bobby to come up,
give somebody a hard time, don't do it to a fucking judge. Do it to somebody.
Yeah, I don't blame anyone. I'm surprised when vets with some time in believed him. That was confusing.
Still believe him.
Yeah, I still believe him to this day. GS is fucking one of them, basically. Well, GS forgives him, I guess, instead of believes him. But he believes that Kaiser is trying to make himself better. It's ridiculous. GR. Going to the gym. Yeah. I have a history of abusing substances. Yeah.
So Salacious, how far south? In South Georgia, not specific cities, but
that's just a great point. I forgot about the Shuggy thing. Yeah, Coded, if you're watching this, she makes a good point, dude. She makes a really good point. I don't know what's up with you and the Shuggy thing. That's weird.
Thanks, Josh.
But he's still pushing that he's getting paid for reactions, and now he's saying that if he gets doxxed, he gets a big bonus. Like $40,000 bonus or something. So weird.
Oh, Coded, damn it, man. Damn it. I mean, that's just he's just building a world that is not real.
Right.
We G2 and I were talking about this the other day. I don't know why I have kid gloves with Coded a bit, but I do. But this reaction thing, I can tell you is not true at all. It's bullshit. I was part of the government's, the intel side on using program on the beginning and implementation of tools, the kind of tools that he's talking about. By the way, all you need is bots for that shit. You don't need a person. In fact, it would taint all your information if you went through.
You're on your phone, aren't you?
Oh no, yes, why?
You have a guest.
Oh.
There you go.
Hey, G2.
Hey, Demon.
Hey, how's it going, bro?
Good.
I invited Coded up numerous times. Shockingly, he's still scared of the sit pier.
When was that video y'all were watching earlier?
Which one?
The one with Demon and Coded.
3 days ago?
3 days ago, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm wearing this. Yeah, because this stream was this morning.
Yeah, this stream was a couple hours ago. It's like, oh my God, he just copied and pasted right into Shiz's chat.
9 hours.
Pretty much.
A person. Because it would instantly bias your information based on that person. So why would you do that when you can harvest that kind of data with bots? You don't even need. But my point with the government thing is, we were trying to get sold the latest and greatest of all of this shit, of a better, quicker way to harvest shit. After the Arab Spring, after Egypt and Libya, they were like, we got to get big on the social media thing. It just doesn't work the way you just wouldn't have a person. And then when you do have a person doing it, this is Intel, this is not commercial, but when you have an Intel guy doing it on a computer, you're going after a specific target. You're not just like, I'm just going to jump in the pool and then, it may take you a ways. You got to work. It's the same way as if you were trying to spot develop and assess somebody. You got to go through and you got to work it. It's the same way, but you wouldn't just like, hey, just see what happens. You would have a target. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's not lying about it, but I didn't see. I saw what NSA, what DIA, and what commercial, the top of the line shit that they were doing for this stuff. This was 5 years ago. I get it. It's 6 years ago, so maybe it's changed a bit, but it kind of.
You don't go back to humans, though.
You don't go back exactly. In fact, having a human it's not cost effective.
Right.
You got to pay that human. You don't have to pay a bot. You don't have to pay anything. And it's really very easy to harvest even
speaking of bots, can you
pause
it for a second?
Feed it certain words. And then
so I did notice Coded did a little jump today. So he usually has around 1,000. He was stuck at 700 for a while and then it went up. But then today, randomly, it went up to over 2,000, but then went back down to, I think, 1,000 it's at right now. So it's just weird that you got 1,000 subscribers in an hour and then YouTube took them all away.
Hmm.
Do you want me to keep playing this, or did we finish the Coded part? Did you talk about Coded again, or?
I don't remember.
No,
Maybe he does.
No, we went
Does
back.
he?
Kaiser.
Oh, I think that's it. You've had some experiences with Coded, haven't you, G2?
Yeah, religion shit.
Oh, I've heard like people always accidentally say GS when they're talking about him. So I get that overlap because they are similar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. That's kind of what started me questioning everything about Coded.
Because he says a lot of nonsense. He really does.
Yeah.
Fucking pricky Bobby. I mean, but he's a grade A ballet Parker.
Like, what gets me about oh, that was my meme. Did you see what's in the background?
Yeah, you on the wanted poster. This one's my favorite. Tony spanking
I
him.
fucking love that one.
This one too. Make me a hot pocket. I'm being a badass on Discord. The best was that Discord call when he brought his mom in to tell him he had to go because he was getting owned.
I never heard that.
Oh, we have that one. Do you have that one?
The only ones I've heard is the one where she's like, Bobby, what kind of pizza do you want?
Oh, no. There's one where we were all in
Show
voice
that.
with him and he had his mom come in. Hold on. I think I can send that to you, Scotto. I just have to find it first.
His mom vacuum cleaning though is fucking classic.
Yeah.
I think the title of it was Coded Calls His Mommy. There it is. Okay. There you go, Scotto. Boom.
Fuck.
Crazy when you come with the receipts.
Jesus Christ, that lighter is like a fucking NASA fucking launch. Christ. You blew my fucking eyebrows off. How do I turn that down?
Yeah, if you're going to touch the poo, you're going to smell like poo. It's best to stay away from the poo. This is going to be my last stream about Coded for a while, unless he does any other shitty shit, which, look at that guy. He's clearly going to do shitty shit again. I love this one.
I fucking love that. The image I sent you earlier, looking at that last one, it really fucking looks like him. The guy with the same name in a jumpsuit. In a prison jumpsuit.
But the hair, even the recent pictures, the hair is not like that. Is my only thing.
Just for men, for fuck's sakes. I actually should probably get some of that too. I'm going gray and bits here. I'm not used to that shit.
It never stops.
Yeah, it's just you're fighting a losing battle, really, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like my dad's really dark.
Oh,
Like
it's probably the toilet paper.
like dark brown skin and fucking.
There's so
pure
many
white
asses
hair.
to wipe in this house, Scott. Thank you.
What?
AJ.
Yeah, my dad looks like a pint of Guinness, like really dark skin and bright white hair. So I'm like, I'm fucked. And all my uncles
Sorry, my
have thick
grocery
heads of
delivery
white
was
hair.
out
So I'm
front.
like, on both sides. I was like, I'm never going to go bald, but I'm definitely going to go fucking gray really early. No doubt about it. The missus
The
likes it
beard's
though,
already
so that's good
getting
enough for me.
patchy, so you
Yeah.
know that's gonna go gray.
Fuck you.
Huh?
It's your merkin hair.
Yeah, no, my toilet paper got delivered right after I was talking about touching the poo. It was ironic. My neighbor's like, "You have a bag with toilet paper out front?" I was like, "Oh shit, my delivery."
Oh shit. Lupe, touche la poo.
Touche la poo. Did you get that recording I sent you, Mr.
Who, me?
Scott?
I did.
Oh,
You want me to just start it at the beginning?
yeah, you
Wait,
run
did
my
you
show.
just
I'm
call him
here as a
Mr.
visitor.
Scott?
I didn't mean like coded. I'm sorry.
No, but I'm just saying we've never seen Scotto and Coded in the same place at the same time. Just saying.
Don't you fucking dare.
Can you?
Don't you say that about my Scotto. Thank you, Scotto. Scotto did that. I didn't even do that.
15 people on.
Yeah. Dip her out like, wow.
Yeah,
That's
I used to be
fucking
able to get him to come in voice chats as long as there was enough people that he could deflect.
That I just saw.
The
yeah.
crows are pissed off about coded.
I fucking love like when we had him up the other night and every question would be like, so why did you do this thing? And he's like, so shiz. And I'm like, no, I'm not asking about, I'm asking about fucking you. All right, okay. So anyway, Shuggy, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like, can you just answer a question?
He
for
can't.
Christ's sake?
He cannot confront his own behavior at all.
No.
But all right,
I love-
let's watch Coded yell for
Oh, yeah,
his
go for
mommy
it.
to come get him out of Discord.
They are true.
The stories you told
Oh,
aren't
move
true.
the goalpost.
I've said,
Move
I've
that
said, no,
goalpost.
I've said
No,
this.
no,
I've
no,
said
no,
this
you
from
haven't.
the beginning.
No,
Rebels
bullshit.
here. Shuggy may have actually served, but the stories Shuggy tells
Bullshit.
aren't Shuggy's stories. That's why you
Okay,
you
but
validated
$10
Dan.
grand.
You
Prove it.
sat there and
10 grand.
yupped
Prove it.
all of Dan's fucking bullshit
10
stories.
grand and
You
prove
were
it.
not British intel, you fucking
Okay,
liar.
Coded.
You
He
stole
never
that
said he
from
was.
Yes, I
Josh's.
was.
You stole
Yes, I
Josh's
He
was.
never said it.
stories and
He
told
never
them
said
as
he
your
was.
own.
Coded, put
No,
out your fucking
no.
name so we can verify your shit. If you're so critical of he did serve, but his stories aren't true. We don't know
What do
anything
you-
about you because you won't even put
Shiz.
your shit out. You're
Shiz,
yelling
what
from
do
the
you-
cheap seats.
Shiz, calm down. Take a breath. What do you
trying
need
coming
to
from you,
verify about me?
Fucking hell.
That's fucking rich. That's
Fuck's
fucking
sake.
rich.
Doug, you were using
me
your
your name. Let me pull
military
records.
service to raise money, which Dan stole.
No,
to
I
give it
wasn't.
clout, to give you Dan's
No, I wasn't.
fucking grift clout.
No, I
You
wasn't.
did military charities, Shug, with a guy who was lying about his military career. You're
Every
now
cent
off to
raised
Jim
went missing from
Finch's
your children.
channel, where Jim Finch is begging for money. Mark would be
So?
begging for
Except-
money too,
No, he
Shug,
wouldn't.
except he
Except
got
we
paid
himself
the GoFundMe.
demonetized.
Jim
We
is not
directed
grifting
his
anyone.
GoFundMe
He is grifting.
Yeah.
on Mission
he's not.
22.
No, he's not.
Uh-oh.
You have begged in the past, Mark. You're a beggar boy. You're another
he isn't.
stolen valor bitch, Mark. When were you an RAF pilot, Mark? Because
Correct.
that's what everyone who's fucking lying says. That's what
Because
Kaiser
it's none of your
said.
fucking
That's what
business.
generally
Oh, my
specific.
God.
Hey, generally
It's
specific. Shug,
none
that he
of your
actually served.
fucking business.
But Josh hasn't fucking let go of him yet, has he? Generally
that's true.
None of your
specific
fucking
That's on my
showed that he
record.
served, but Josh has not let go of him yet.
Josh
and
doesn't
you
really call him
over
stolen
there-
valor, does he?
No, we
None of
just
your
call
Like,
it.
just
Why
because
would
he
we?
served doesn't mean he's
not making
immune from
cases.
people criticizing him.
Right. He's got-
Accusations like you.
Josh is a fucking veteran. Josh is a veteran.
Hypocrite.
He's the one person equipped to speak
Hypocrite.
on that shit.
I'm a fucking taxpayer.
You're a
taxing what?
taxpayer where Shuggy is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You pay
taxing
taxes
in the
where
UK.
Shuggy lives?
I'm a taxpayer in the UK. Mer.
No, why would I tax you, Brett? Shookie's duping
Exactly.
the American audience, so it makes it relevant. Dumb fuck.
No, it doesn't.
You're a
No, it
fucking
doesn't.
idiot, Mark.
My service has got fuck all to do
your
with you.
stories about your
Dude, I
military
love that
service
your
are
taxpayer
bullshit.
thing.
Bullshit.
Your taxpayer
You
thing
have
fell
no-
flat, and then now
Walter
you're gonna
Mitty,
freak
you're
out.
generally
You
specific,
know you're
just
wrong.
like.
You are so fucking wrong. It is unreal.
Hey, Shug, when
You have
F3
absolutely
validates your
no idea.
service and your
They have
fucking
it.
stories, I'll
They have
apologize
it.
to you.
They
When
have it.
F3 validates your
Wait,
service
so
and
coded.
your
I will
fucking
say,
stories,
coded.
I don't give a
Coded.
shit what any non-military.
Coded.
Josh has the expertise. I trust what
spoke to
Josh
Josh
says.
about
Josh
it.
ain't backing you up.
British.
Shug. Why is that?
No,
Why
he's
is
not.
that, Shug? Why isn't
He
Josh
can't
backing
verify.
you up, Shug?
Coded.
Why
He
isn't
cannot
Josh backing
verify
you up,
British.
Coded.
Shug, why
Shut the fuck
isn't
up.
Josh
Actually,
backing you up?
Coded.
Shug, why isn't Josh
Shut up.
backing you up?
backing me right
Shug,
now.
why
Shut up,
isn't
dude.
Josh backing you
I
up?
swear,
Why are
I'm
you
gonna
telling
tell you
people
why.
that F3
I'm gonna
validated
tell
you
you why.
and Josh isn't
Robert.
backing you up?
Robert.
Logan Sandman called you
Robert.
out last night. Josh saw
Robert.
the comment. He didn't tell
Robert.
Logan.
Logan Sandman is a sexual predator.
Logan.
I don't trust anything he
Logan
has to say.
Sandman's a military guy. Logan Sandman's a
So
military
doesn't make
guy.
him any less of a sexual predator.
I didn't
Bobby.
say anything about. See, you have to fucking go there all the time. That's another ad
Bobby.
hominem attack. Whether or not
No,
Logan
that's true.
Sandman,
To
whether
everyone,
or
Jesus
not
Christ.
Logan Sandman is
You know
a
that too.
sexual predator has nothing to do with his military service or his ability to recognize military and non-military.
But
I
he's
just love the
just
part where to
like
prove he doesn't live with
That's
his
a
mom, he has
fallacious
his mom come
argument.
in.
You did it again. You
Anybody have a timestamp, perhaps? We're a third of the way through.
I don't. It should be towards the end, because I think this ends right after he leaves.
did it again.
Oh my
And when you
God.
do that shit to me, I throw your shit back at you, and then you fucking.
But I haven't
cry
done that
about
to
it.
you.
then we
I
circle
haven't
jerk.
done that to you.
If you do, then I will. If you do, then I will. But this is what you do.
But I
You
don't even
attack
have to
people
do anything
ad
to you.
hominem to try to discredit them. Whether or not
I
Logan
said, "Fuck
Sandman
you,"
is a sexual
and you made an
pervert,
entire
predator,
stream about
whatever,
me.
has nothing to do with his military
you do the same
service,
thing.
you dumb fuck.
You
Can
do
you
the
pause it
same
for a
thing.
second?
Wait, coded. So
I think what Becca is referencing is that Logan has made some very uncomfortable advances towards numerous women. He's done it publicly to me several times. He'll start a sentence with, "I'm old enough to be your dad, but," and then say something really gross and sexual. So I think that's what she's referencing, is that behavior, because even if you ask him to stop, he'll follow you to voice chats so that he can say it again. And in reality, on one of Coded's streams, I was on there and Logan came up and started saying those things, and Coded told him to stop talking like that and behaving that way. So just saying. Okay, continue.
Same exact thing.
Oh, he starts
And it's
calling
done
for
to
his
me.
mother
Yes, I
around the
do. I've
2/3
admitted
mark.
it.
No,
I'm
not when it's done
hiding
to you.
from it.
What was that?
Mark said he called for his mother around the 2/3 mark, and then she comes in right before he leaves.
Okay, let's move up a few minutes here. Here we go.
Shiz, hang on a sec.
If I said something like that, Shiz, you would be all over me. Oh, that's a sexualizing. That's a gay joke. You're a homophobe. But Shiz, apply your own fucking standards to yourself. Apply your own standards to yourself. Shuggy, what did you want to ask me?
Coded.
How can Americans
Hang on, Shuggy's talking. Shuggy, what'd you want to ask me?
Shut up, Coded. You don't have any right to tell anybody else to shut up.
Shug, I
Don't
would
explain
like
to
to
me,
just have
oh,
a private
for fuck's
conversation with you without the fucking
Piss off.
clackety-clack noisemakers.
Oh, fuck off. No, I'm not hoping hell. All you do is scream. No point.
Dick.
Absolutely no point.
Hey, look, I got
I've proved
10
it
minutes.
time
I
and
have
time
an
again.
appointment I got to make.
Oh, I have 10 minutes. Oh, dear.
Sure, rage
You
quit.
complete
Just
fucking
finish up
shit.
that
Can I
rage
ask
quit.
a question? Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question real quick? Real quick.
And Touche.
No, wait, Becca, I'm
trying
sorry.
to speak.
Coded. Let me just ask a question real quick.
Coded,
Go
you're
ahead.
bearing witness against a lot of people in the room. Now's your time to stop eating crow and apologize to the people that you have knowingly lied about. Do it, mother.
I'm not.
Yeah, he's
apologizing
tried that a
to
couple
the
times.
people who instigated my return of their
Nobody
behavior.
instigated.
apologize to me. Hang on a second.
I never said anything about you.
Off. Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
I'm trying to ask
Right.
Conan a question. I was trying to ask Conan a
I
question.
never said anything about your family before you started bringing mine into it. You fucktard.
Yeah, I was trying to ask something. Because he made a comment, and I was very curious for him to expand on that comment about evidence. How he told Shiz that he didn't have to show her anything, yet he expects everybody to show him everything. Can somebody convey that? Because I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to ask that question.
Right, hold on a second. Hold on a second, because I
No, we don't have to hold on for you because we're not talking to you.
I legitimately only have 10 minutes, and I'm going to let you know why. Hey, Ma, how you
Setting
doing?
up your rage quit.
And then go shopping. We have to leave now.
Okay. Get 10 minutes?
Oh, he did his most scripted shit ever.
I only have 5.
Yes.
Mom.
Set it
Some
up
of
that.
the people in this room have friends.
Oh,
and
Jesus
are
Christ.
actually
Don't
here.
bring
This
your
guy
mother into this.
said that
Do
you-
not
you
bring your
fucking-
mother into this.
Bro, you're in your 50s and you're
Hold on.
bringing
Let my
your
mom talk. This guy right here.
Letting mommy take up your
I
fights
know,
for you.
Can you rewind that so we get how scripted that sounded? Like
see
you
you.
ran and got his mom was like, tell them I have to go. You live with your mom. No, I don't. Hey, mom.
We have to go
yeah.
right
We
now.
gotta go shopping. You need some new tidy whities, Bobby. Fucking Bobby. Every time I say
heard
his
my
name
mom.
in my head, I think of fucking King of the Hill. Dang it, Bobby.
That's not my purse.
Yeah. Or anytime he leaves a chat or whatever, all I can think is Bobby is gone.
Ma, I legitimately gotta go. My mom and I have a date.
God
tonight.
bless your mother. Oh, your
bless your mother
mommy
for putting up with
rescued
you.
you.
Fucking awesome.
Hey, what's up, Ed?
No, I want to
She's
hear
definitely
when
awesome
she
when
comes
she is
in.
here with a kid.
Hey,
I don't know
Mark,
when it
why don't
was.
you speak about her with respect instead of the shit you've been talking? You fat fucking.
Why?
whore.
You don't give her any respect.
I haven't said a word about
I
it.
don't. Hang on a second. Hey, Ma.
He gave his
Hey,
mom
Ma.
a
Hey,
packed camel.
No.
Hey,
Well, for his mommy is so
Come here, Mom.
You're my dad's
Fuck
age, bro, and you're
me.
calling for your mommy.
Just let your mom live. Don't drag her into this. Seriously, that is
Don't drag your mother.
seriously.
You're almost,
my
you're in your
Go
50s,
ahead. Say
dude.
what you just said about treating my mom.
This is
She'll
amazing.
answer you.
Bring
Give your
mother
mom a
into
pack of
this.
cigarettes so she can lie
Don't-
for you.
don't-
I'll tell you what, I'm
Seriously,
gonna the heck out of his mom
don't do it.
for dealing with him.
No,
Give your mom
you
a
just
pack of
demonstrated how
cigarettes.
much of a piss pants you are.
Wait, that's
Give
his
her a
mom?
pack of cigarettes so she'll lie.
Yeah, I'll wrap up right here.
Yeah, mommy saved you.
Yeah, mommy saved.
Who
me.
has the
Okay.
vacuum
Well, you
clip?
can go
Send
stay
Scotto
with
the
her.
vacuum clip. Whoever has it.
Bye now. You can go spend that. I'm going to tell you this.
Thanks for permission.
I'm going to tell you this. Just relax for a minute.
Bye, Conan.
No, I don't
I
give
tried
a
to
fuck.
go. Bye.
When you've apologized
Bye.
for sitting still and not saying shit while these fuckheads
Stream
talk
to
the
try
way
and
they
defend
talk
what
about
little
my
respect
mother,
you
I'll
have of
think
yourself.
about what's coming to
Your
your
family
fucking
lives
mouth.
over. Your
This
family
Beckett
lives
did
overseas.
give me
I
your
don't
name.
give a
She did give
flying
me your
fuck.
address.
Do not
And
put
I
your
will
mother
fucking
through
come
this
to you.
because you're just demonstrating how much of a pissant you are
don't
right
have the
now.
balls.
It is embarrassing. It is condescending on yourself. And really, if you had any self-fucking
Caruso, I
respect,
could give a fuck with the son
now at
who
all.
set his
Mate,
mother's failing Italian restaurant with the rusty
Caruso's
pizza
family
wheel
did
on
not
the
have any
edges. I
ownership
could
in
give a
that
fuck with
restaurant. It just was owned by someone with the same last name, so Coded has assigned it to Caruso.
I mean, there's more than one person on that continent with that last name.
No, shockingly, yes, there's a lot of them.
What a guy who set a fucking
wow. So you're going to
restaurant on
resort
fire.
to casual racism as well now.
What
You're gonna resort
racism?
to casual racism.
What racism, Italian light?
That's
What racism? What race is an
It's
Italian, Lightning?
amazing.
Italian's
Italian.
a nationality. Italian's a nationality, not a race. I know you're
Oh,
fucking dumb,
You're
Caruso.
so
Italians
dumb.
aren't a race of people. It's a nationality. There's a
You're
culture.
so dumb.
The people who come from Italy are Italians. There's a country
Cheesy,
right
you
next
getting
to
that?
it. It's called France.
Cheesy, getting that?
The people who come from France are called French people.
Your mommy's
It's not a
waiting for
fucking
you.
race, you retard. You're right. I'm
Your
sorry.
mommy's waiting for you.
Bye. Yep, my
Yes,
mom and I
sir.
are going to
Bye.
spend time together. Unlike you
Yeah,
and
let's
your
see.
mother, who doesn't
My
fucking give a
mother
shit
died,
about you.
dumbass. My mother
Good.
died
Good.
5 years ago.
She's
You
probably
jackass.
happy now, Becca.
Yes, in case you just sent it to me, I don't see it. So yes, if you have it, send it again, please. Thank you.
She's
How
probably
fucking
happy.
coded.
Your
Shut the
mother's
fuck
probably
up.
super
How
happy
fucking dare
that
you?
she
How
didn't have
fucking
to
dare
see
you?
you
How
get
fucking
duped by a
dare you,
retarded
you fucking
Welshman
piece
and
of shit.
continue to be duped like fuckheads
You
like Mark.
I'm sure your mommy's so proud of you for not being able to be with your
and the rest
family.
of the fucking people. How do you know
Your
what
mommy's
that is?
probably so
It could
proud
be
of
right
her
here,
boy
right
that parks
What a
the car.
fucking piece of shit. Dude, that man is my
Okay, so he left.
His mom was.
I think
probably-
Lupe's right. We should take the stream out on the vacuum clip.
There you go.
It's the real world for most of us. It is a delusional fantasy for Bobby Scotty. Come on, Lupe. I believe in you. Sent. Yes.
Got it. Let me do it this way.
Mr. Caruso is well, he's not like the kids over at the Welsh News Network. He's not a
I told no. I told you I wanted to. No. Get out.
hang on 1 second.
Oh my God. Play it one more time because it glitched.
Mr. Caruso is well, he's not like the kids over at the Welsh News Network. He's not a
I told no. I told you I wanted to vacuum and dust this room. No. Get
She
out.
wanted to vacuum and dress the room.
hang on 1 second.
So dressing the room is cleaning the room.
Isn't that like
Making
cleaning the room and
bed.
making the bed? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would she want to dress a room that's not in her house?
Right.
I like the shut up.
Didn't he claim that his mom comes over every now and again and she's like an incessant cleaner or something?
Yeah, that's what he claims, but it sounds like bullshit. Because like my mom's never barged in my room at like fucking 10 o'clock at night to vacuum and make the bed. So
Right.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm probably gonna go to Discord voice, but Lupe would like us to end on Bobby shit. So I'm gonna leave you all with Bobby shit, and I hope you have a good night. Don't act like Bob, and hopefully you won't end up having to listen to us dumb fucks talk about you. All right. Have a good day, everyone.
He's out here doing Bobby shit. Anonymously causing harm. It's just Bobby shit. Setting off every alarm. It's just Bobby shit. Lying in circles publicly. It's just Bobby shit. Constant hypocrisy. It's just Bobby shit. Mental fragility on display. Every time he can't get his way. It's just Bobby shit. He'll lie, he'll attack, he'll speak. Brings in family if he at me. It's just garbage shit. Delusion he'll forever downplay. Every man who decides in this day. It's just garbage shit. When women dare to speak, while constantly preying on the weak. It's just garbage shit. Anonymously causing harm. It's just garbage shit. Setting off every alarm. It's just garbage shit. Lying in circles publicly. It's just garbage shit. Constant hypocrisy. It's just garbage shit. Bobby, bad people don't last around here.